go. Opening melee on Fortress. 145 ping, we're playing on US West server. We're against Portuguese, as expected.
Aku mamanen sesanya lagi.
Suatu marwat. Apa maksud akan menkaryakan pintamu?
Aku mamanen. Swasti. Aku penumpang kayu. Siap, siap.
Aku mengumpulkan suatu mamanen. Ini dengan aku akan menkaryakan pintamu serupa pintamu. Mengapa kamu memakanku?
Grubby, though, for me, feels like another guy that, whilst not having played as much as Captain Lance, has played a good amount himself. He's got a lot of knowledge. PiG has accumulated a ton of knowledge in those late night streams. I'm curious, Dave, it's kind of your time zone as well. Did you catch much of PiG's streams? He's been playing a lot in the late nights.
I think PiG has been like the least viewed person for me, which is exciting because I get to see him here for like the second time. I've been watching Tofu. I've been watching Lance has had some real grindy streams, like some 9-hour, 10-hour streams.
Yeah.
Just grinding away, and you could see it, man. And of course, I've been watching Grubby as well. I mean, Grubby, he's come so far from when he used to play AoE 2 when you were coaching him like months ago.
Yeah.
And T90 was getting on with him as well. It was a Grubby that was sitting at like 1100 or 1200. He didn't really understand the game, and now he's up to what, 1850 he got to? It was super impressive.
Yeah, knocking on the doors of 1900. And of course, Grubby's history with AoE2 goes way back. Like if you go even further back than that, Dave, like 3-4 years ago, he was I think a coaching session with Viper, but that was like really baby Grubby when it comes to AoE2, just taking his baby steps, figuring out what units are doing. Now he's all grown up, almost 1900, a bit lower though in terms of peak elo. Been practicing on the rank ladder, maybe losing some games, but still a very strong player. Possibly the favorite for the entire tournament, guys. Grubby versus PiG. The first matchup here is Red Side Fortress, Malay for Grubby, and we got the Portuguese for PiG. Now, there is a strategy I want to talk about here that we've seen earlier from Mr. Llama. This is actually a repeat matchup. So PiG could have some PTSD right now. Malay on this map went for, Mr. Llama went for Karambits and Rams. 6 of those Rams filled with Karambits, went for an all-in, broke through the wall, and destroyed PiG's base. Now, PiG died to that. Will he fall for it again? I'm not really sure. But he's got to have to think about that a little bit.
I don't think Grubby's going for a strat like that. I think Grubby will go for like a fast in type of forward castle deal here. It doesn't seem like the Karambit play. I guess we could do play on words there. Doesn't seem like the most consistent strat if you're the favorite coming in. It's probably better to just, you know, get a decent eco, maybe 2 or 3 TC, and then forward castle and try break him in Imperial Age. Because Portuguese in late game against Malay is disaster for Malay, right? Like Portuguese should be able to slaughter them.
Yeah, Portuguese definitely with the stronger in play. Dash, I want to get your experience in Age of Empires. You've been around the scene for a long time. Have you played some Age of Empires? You know, what kind of elo you've been hitting, and are you enjoying to just hop into a cast here? But you got a lot of knowledge. You've been casting over the years as well.
Yeah, I mean, I played this game since I was a child, but I got reintroduced to it way back in like 2016, I want to say, when I rediscovered it on Twitch, Boobly days, you know, figured out how to download that crazy client and started playing, and then somehow, you know, got involved with T90 and Dave for some casts and whatnot, and I make my, you know, I appear every once in a while. My elo hovers in that 1300 to 1400 area, so I'd be like mid-pack maybe, you know, in this group of players. But of course, I've been playing on and off for like 20 years, and a lot of these guys have been playing for a few weeks. So just wildly impressive to see.
Still bad, bro. Still bad.
But it's just like I am so awful compared to these guys. But it has been somewhat motivating to watch a number of them get better. So I actually did play just a few 1v1s. I mostly play team games. It's kind of my like relax at the end of the night. I play team games with like a glass of wine in hand, and those can be very wild, you know.
Yeah, just a super chill atmosphere, a lot of crazy stuff in those team games. But no, it's good to see you here for the cast. I just want to show the viewers here that, most people in here know you for your, league days, of course. You're now casting some chess, but you're actually an OG for Age of Empires 2 as well, which is absolutely fantastic.
Right.
So really happy to have both of you guys here. Malay versus Portuguese, nothing too suspicious happening in the early game. Malay up a little faster to the feudal age, and that's just due to their civilization bonus. Portuguese do get some extra wood from the berries. We're seeing some standard stuff so far. But we only see crazy stuff happen in the Castle Age on this map. And nothing really can be done in Feudal Age because you have the walls and you have the castle. But I want to take your attention to the king. If this king dies, you lose the game. We've seen a record number of king snipes in this tournament. Like an unbelievable amount of king snipes. We've even seen a king march forward to the center of the map and die in combat. Dave, I think you've seen that as well. And just such amazing moments from this king. I love the fact that we have a Regicide Fortress Game 1. And we're about to see what goes on as Castle Age rolls around.
Well, I think the most famous one, I don't know if were you there at that tournament? It was one of the NACs where Yo ripped his king right into the castle of, was it MBL? I can't remember. But it was within like a minute and a half. It wasn't on this map, it was on Copenhagen, but very similar start. And then I went out with a smoke break, or with Yo for a smoke break afterwards, and his hands were shaking, bro. He was like... He was so demoralized. And then for the next 2 years, I don't know if you remember it, Hera, he'd keep his king inside of his base. Like, he wouldn't even leave. He doesn't scout with it at all.
Yeah, in pro play, like, you scout with the king early, and it's normally safe, but if you run into the castle, it could cause some very traumatic experiences, and Yo definitely learned this lesson. In this tournament, we actually saw the Spiffing Brit in his first competitive match run his king into the castle as well. So that was a horrible start to the Spiffing Brit's career. But looks like it's not going to be anything too suspicious. It's going to be a boom from both sides. So, kind of called it here on the casting roster. No ram rush for Grubby. He feels confident to just play a straight up game against PiG. PiG is likely to go for a 4 TC play, and he's going to go for a massive boom with the Portuguese. We'll see how that plays out for him.
So if Grubby does go forward with the castle, like I suspect he will, like maybe 2 or 3 TC play, what sort of options does PiG have against that if he's like really off on the timing? If he's going for 4 TC, it's going to be a lot later to imp. How do you approach dealing with that if you're in PiG's position?
Yeah, generally speaking, I think if you're going to go for the 4 TC boom, you're going to acknowledge the risk of giving up the map. If you take a look at this nasty hill, if Grubby gets here, and like you said, Dave, he's trapping with that fast imp, and this castle will die, the wall will be opened up. I think the best thing you can do is honestly just give ground. The 4 TC boom, you give ground, you have a much better economy, and then you try to push it back with that much better economy and the stronger Portuguese late game. However, it's very hard to make that call, and we've seen players try to fight into the hill and just flat out lose the game early. Like, that's been a common theme here. So as you can see, Grubby, accelerated Malay start, 3 TC already set up with a monastery. No karambits. Oh, no, a couple karambits coming out.
I think he just wants to get the relics.
Relics is the name of the game for him. He is such a, being a pro player himself, like his mindset is so much about like what would essentially be the pro approach to a game.
Yes.
So that's where I see him looking to play exactly towards the relics. We already have the first monk out onto the field. He's guarding a number of them as is. I think the only one he won't get maybe is far left side near the TC that PiG is placing.
Yeah, the other three...
I think you just called him greedy, Dash. He wants to play like a pro. He wants the relics, and Grubby is...
Right?
Grubby is one of the greediest players in this tournament, dude.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. It goes back to our conversation about being the favorite. And I mean, Hera, you could probably speak... You and I know you can speak to this directly. Like, when you're the favorite, or when you are better than your opponent, you can and typically will try to get away with some things that maybe you wouldn't against somebody that is at equal skill, And so if he believes he's the favorite in this situation, then yeah, he's going to just look to take those incremental advantages and force you to beat him as opposed to him needing to necessarily do anything wild.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Like, when you're the underdog, you can take a lot more risks because the chances are you're going to go, you're going to be behind in the set. If you play like 100 sets, you might lose like 70 of them. You might have like a 30% win rate as the underdog. So you're more likely to take risks, whereas the favorite wants to play consistent. And here, the consistent way to play is a little bit of military, take the relics, secure yourself a late game. But PiG has already sniped a monk. And so like Grubby's greed of making very few karambits trying to take these monks already kind of punished. And take a look at these organs, man. He just knocked out the karambit's teeth.
The big investment into the organs early, though, if you're going 4TC.
True.
Like, he's going to struggle to get the food eco set up, and he's going to struggle to produce from all 4 of these TCs. Right now, 2 town centers producing, finally buys some food, so he's going to balance that out. It actually looks pretty good for Pig.
Yeah, it's okay, though, but he will run into some trouble, so you're definitely right about that, Dave. Like, normally looking at 6 farms from TC to stabilize, so 3 TC is 18 farms. Right now we have 4 TC, and we're just hitting 18 farms, so there's going to be some idle TC time for sure on Pig's position. And Grubby, with that natural accelerated boom, has a nice 6 villager lead, and it will be picking up the relic slowly, despite a little bit of a hiccup on that first relic. Actually, Pig's doing a great job of guarding these relics. I actually love that. It's kind of adapted into countering Grubby's style. Grubby's desperately looking for another relic, taking the long way around to play it safe.
Still a nice solid eco for Grubby, though. Look at the farms coming down. It's
Yeah,
one thing
love
I'm
that.
really impressed with Grubby, Euthermal, Death Note as well. Even though he had a lower elo, he was so good at getting the farms up on time. The macro for some of these guys is really solid. That's just experience
It's
from
funny
other
'cause
games, right?
Death Note's boom might be the best boom out of all these
It
players.
is. No, dude, it is.
Genuinely.
Like, the guy is constantly at 95 farms. It's
Yeah.
insane. It's like watching you or something. It's just, a little bit lacking on the forward
just-
pressure side for him.
It's funny because he gets to like 160 vills, and then only now just starts thinking about army. Not even preparing it, just starts thinking about it, and he just skyrockets. We saw Death Note at 182 vills, and he lost that game, needless to say, due to lack of military, which was hilarious. But such a good character. I love Death Note and what he's brought to the tournament. But Dash, what do you make of the situation here? It's going to be a few relics for Grubby, but it's kind of balanced. Like, Pig is also guarding some relics. He'll probably get a couple himself as time goes on. You see the monastery. It's not too bad. Balanced
I mean, this
position.
is where I would question how early the monastery was dropped for Grubby, given the fact that he's not now necessarily committed to getting the relics. He's just bringing his first relic home, whereas Pig on the other side, he dropped 4 TCs. Now his monastery comes down, and the first monks are coming out. So earlier I was talking about the expectation of 4 relics going to Grubby, and 1 the other way, and I think they're way more contestable at this point.
Yeah.
And Grubby now adding a 4th TC. Still even in villager count, so nobody's too much worse for wear. Wheelbarrow finally coming in, though, so I'm feeling a lot better about Grubby's food eco long term. He also got up to this 34 food count a little bit quicker than Pig did, even though they now have equalized in that regard. So still expecting the faster Imperial time for Grubby. I think the question is, when is he going to come forward for that castle that Dave's expecting? Just now putting villagers onto stone. We see the villager count up to 5 on stone, so could be a little while till he feels permission to come forward. But what unit is he going to use to support that? See 1 stable coming down, some Malay elephants maybe?
Yeah, stable's
I mean,
weird,
if he's
right?
if he's playing into late game, he's playing into the death against Portuguese. If Pig has the correct composition. I don't know about playing passive in this matchup if you're Grubby.
The thing is, though, something that isn't considered ever in pro play, really, because the skill level is so high and so close, but Grubby could just be confident in his superior late game. I consider Grubby's late game to be his best quality. And if you could just say, like, okay, Portuguese late game is, better than Malay, but it's not miles better. It's fightable. The advantage that Portuguese get, of course, is the fact that they get the Arquebus on the gunpowder, and they also get the discounted gold units. So they have, ballistics on their gunpowder plus cheaper gold units. It's very hard to fight into that as the Malay. But if Grubby is a stronger player, he could be happy playing the late game. But here's the thing. I want to talk about this monastery from what Dash pointed out earlier. Because Pig delayed the monastery and still could snag some relics, he's actually boomed faster and will hit the faster imp, in theory, unless Grubby can click right now. I don't really understand the stable investment. I actually have no idea why he's mixed in a few knights. Maybe to counter the organs, but seems a bit over the top.
Yeah, feels like it's purely a reaction to the organ guns, right?
Yeah.
He saw that his Karambits were being dealt with, and in an effort to get these relics, he's like, okay, I got to get some kind of cav. But then it's like, okay, just go, I don't know, maybe a few extra scouts or light cav even, as opposed to the knights, so that you have both an option to deal with the monks and the organ guns.
Yeah, absolutely. And stable, not going to be like good for Malay long term. So these knights are only a short term option, but again, not light cav, so monks could just push them back.
Does Pig know what a Feitoria is?
Great question. Dude, he's played a lot of Portuguese. I feel like he should, and he's also kind of a student of the game. Like, he likes to think about it. He's not just like some Yamato who just takes like a nice one-trick strategy and just rolls with it. He likes to think about things and consider different options. I think yes, but actually a really good question.
I mean, if he's walling himself into the corner like this, and this goes super late game, there's some excellent opportunities to place Feitorias later, and then a super powerful Portuguese comp. But that's a really complicated thing to do if you're new to the game, right?
Yeah.
Balancing the population space needed for that, plus your villager amount, right? You don't want to have 3 Feitorias and then 100 villagers. You won't have any space for military.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it could get difficult later. That's a question for 30 minutes from now, though. Right now, it's going to be organ guns, some monks, archer ranges coming up from
4
PiG.
archery ranges, yeah.
Is that going to be Arbalest or Hand Cannoneer? Like, I think Arbalest makes the most sense, I would say.
Arb would make the most sense because you have the organ guns, but then you're playing double range. Are you just committing your castle to Treb production? But you're adding 2 siege workshops. This is a lot of commitment on wood. I guess he is floating a ton of reds right now.
By the way, PiG is adding in barracks, which is usually not a good call against Malay because their cavalry line isn't the best. But Malay have really cheap elephant that Grubby is drawn to. And so the barracks from PiG is a perfect read on the situation. Grubby's going for the cheap Malay elephants, which are a bit squishy considering they're elephants. They have, missing armor upgrades, but they're very cheap. Counter them, you have Arbalest, and you have Halberdier. It's a perfect composition for PiG. I don't know how he's made that read.
Ooh,
but
relic race.
beautiful.
He got it first. PiG got the relic in the corner first. So he's going to have 2, and Grubby's going to have...
He'll have 3. He's bringing another one
Does he
home
have
that
the
he had
third one
within his own
coming home?
walls.
Wow,
Or
PiG
Pig's
gets
gonna have
3.
3. Pig will have 3, and Grubby will have 2.
Dude, late
Wow,
monastery,
big
3
investment
relics.
for Grubby.
Yeah, that's not worth it for Grubby. He could have had a much better boom. Invested into the relics, only got 2. He's not too happy about that. It's not a disaster, but it is somewhat, underwhelming for him. He's gonna go for the elephants
Scout's coming
here.
in. It's coming in hot. It's coming in hot for the relic. Grubby wants that relic. He dodges the shots. He's dead.
Organ guns,
Grubby's
man.
dropping more stables. He's got 6 stable commitment now.
Yeah.
This is really terrifying. I feel like he's just going to get absolutely bulldozed with his composition. He's not thinking at all about adding any ranged units in at the moment. Like Malay Arbalest would be able to support against infantry and Arbalest on or hand cannons, as it appears to be on the other side. Instead, he's just going to run a slow-moving mass of elephants into a firing line.
Yeah. The
I love
death
this
ball
from PiG.
that PiG is going for is fantastic, right?
Yeah, you play slow with the Portuguese. You have the better army. If he gets arquebuses for these hand cannons, they'll have ballistics as well.
Yeah.
Like, Grubby will just be feeding units into this, but it's going to be it's going to be a lot of elephants from Grubby. It's going to be a lot of elephants.
Dude, he could
It's
just
gonna be a lot of
wait.
eco per pig, dude. He just went for 2-man saw and crop rotation. He's
He's setting up.
committing.
He's setting up. He's missing hand card, but he's setting up for the late game in terms of economy. But dude, if Grubby just waits and it has like 60 elephants, I don't care if you've got Halberdier. 60 elephants is a scary army. And I love this from Grubby. Take a look at the vision. Let me zoom out here on Capture Age. Grubby sees almost the whole map. And he's done this consistently in his ladder games and in his tournament games. So he knows what's coming. And PiG is very much in the dark in comparison. He's only now getting his outpost.
Grubby's got that Starlink, dude. He's got the whole vision. Look at this. Satellites in the sky. Oh my god.
It's crazy. He's really committed to that vision.
I think that is one of the biggest advantages, or like one of the biggest holdovers from him being a top-level RTS player, right? Is he understands so tremendously like the value of scouting and vision.
Yeah.
And so he prioritizes it to a greater degree than anyone else. Okay, castle placement here for PiG directly in the center of the map.
When does PiG see the elephants? When does he see the elephants? This is excellent from Grubby to hide this for as long as possible.
He needs Elite as well. Okay, Elite's coming in. A minute 40 on that one. You don't show this until Elite, in my opinion. Now, Grubby sees the castle. He might be tempted to go for it, but I think PiG's army is actually better right now.
Here they come.
Missing the halbs, though. We only have 3 halbs. Elephants will be seeing PiG. How does he react to this? Good attack ground to start things off.
He's got Halb, but there's only 10. The castle goes up. This is still a difficult push for Grubby, though. I don't know if there's enough elephants here.
That's a crazy thing to say. It's 30.
That is to say, with 32, like, I don't know if there's enough.
Oh, he's gonna go in. He's planning the skirmisher transition. As you're saying, Dash, a good, backline here is much needed. Grubby's waiting for the upgrades. 30 seconds to his upgrade. I think he's showing his hand a bit too early, though. PiG is looking to fight. He's not scared of the elephants. He's got the guns firing in the back. Halberdiers to the front. We're missing some Halberdiers. Good snipe on the Treb, though.
Yeah, very solid micro here so far for PiG with the ranged units. Of course, One tribe still working away here, so the repairs coming in. Now we get the Elite Battle Elephant upgrade. This is the terrifying moment here for Pig. Will he be able to keep this castle alive?
Really good time on the Elite upgrade.
Even if he loses it, he's already taken so much value. Like, how much value did Grubby lose by engaging before that upgrade came in?
Tons.
Feels like a lot, right?
Yeah. Tons of value. He's got the Elite Skirm set up, but we're still missing upgrades on the Elite Skirm. A few of them have found their way under the castle. I feel like Pig is playing a lot more solid right now. He's got the Arquebus tech. His cannons are actually sniping with ballistics now, so this castle might go down, but I feel like Pig has the better army, more population. He's in a great spot.
Yeah, this is kind of the classic desperation move. When the castle is low and you want to finish it off, he might actually be able to finish it off here, and he does. That'll feel good, but still streamed in a few extra battle elephants there at the end that did not need to go down. The remass needs to happen because the momentum isn't actually going to flip the other way. 3 bombard cannons coming forward. One tribe gets sniped. Another tribe about to go down.
Bro, Pig is playing so fast. Look at how fast he's pushing. He's not giving Grubby any respect as the favorite. Like, he's just going crazy. He's up 2 trebuchets. He continues to push forward. Grubby's trying to remass. He's doing a good job of it, but he's losing units in the fight constantly.
Yeah, this is very confident play from Pig. I'm extremely impressed right now. And Grubby, he just seemed a little bit passive. He seemed a little bit unsure about this matchup. It's a difficult one for Malay. You got to take advantage of the timings. He didn't do that. And now Pig is going for another castle. Grubby's going to have to resort to a king snipe or something soon, bro.
This is wild, man. I know my castle just went down in the center of the map. I'm going to place one more forward. That's confidence right there.
It's so true. He lost on the center of the map. He's like, no problem. I'll just go forward. And the best part is, like, just thinking in the mind of Pig, he's got that super chill Australian accent. Nothing bothers him. And he's just like, yeah, I'll just go forward, man. It's all good, you know? There's nothing phasing our Pig player here.
Protect his bombards. Okay, good. He only lost 1 there. Looking for the trade.
Oh my goodness. That's Arquebus right there. 2 of the cannons followed the cannon because of ballistics from the Portuguese unique tech.
Good job from Grubby stalling out this castle. He needs to kill these villagers and stall this out. This castle is brutal. In a brutal position. Here come another wave of elephants. The production buildings from Pig are too far away. He needs to build some forward. The units are taking so long to get to the center of the map.
Yeah, 90% of the castle. There's some villagers from Pig coming forward, but the elephants from Grubby kind of cutting off those villagers. Skirmishers in the back line, making short work of the ones that do slip through. Elephants can't fight against Halbs long term, though. You got to be careful. I love the gun backline, though. The gun backline from the Portuguese. I feel like Pig is playing exactly what he needs to, but he's missing a lot of upgrades. I'd love to see Pig pick up those upgrades at some point.
Yeah. Need the infantry upgrades just to make the Halb traits even more efficient against those elephants. My concern right now is just kind of his eco distribution. He's low on food count or farmer count right now for running a composition that requires food for both his ranged and melee units.
Yeah, that's a good point. 38 farms, a little on the lower side of things. Maybe the economy needs a little restructuring as he goes forward and commits to that forward castle. Dave, what do you make of Grubby's options on defense? He's got a lot of villagers, 150, but the Elephant Skirm might not work in the long term.
I mean, it's not working right now.
Yep.
It's not working in the short term, let alone the long term, right? He just needs a big stack of bombard cannons, needs to clean up the siege, clean up the castle, and then find a way to out macro Pig.
Yep.
If Pig has a castle forward and Grubby has to fight in one spot, that's definitely advantage Portuguese. Grubby needs to make it more about the rest of the map. I love the castle that he did forward.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
I love that. And taking the gold, that's amazing. He can maybe pressure over there. But as far as just focusing all of his attention over in this area, it's not going to work out for the Malay.
Yeah. The
not
thing
in this
is,
situation.
There's an element here at play. Like, when you're the favorite and you're the one pushing, like, getting pushed back, sometimes you don't really want to take a huge risk and try to go for like a crazy play on the side, because then if it doesn't work, you're just going to get steamrolled and that's going to feel very bad. So sometimes you just want to stick it out on defense, try to make sure that you can, have everything in the same spot, let your, potential outplay potential be there. But so far, it's not looking too good for Grubby. Does have a lot of population, though.
Can we please make a barracks in the same hemisphere as this, like, fight that's happening? Please? Like, he's in Uganda, dude, with the barracks at the back of his base.
I do feel like that is one of, like, the last things that mid-elo players start to understand, is that as they push, you need to reposition production buildings closer to where the fight is actually happening. When you watch pro players, they are constantly dropping new production buildings closer to the fight. Reinforcement time matters so much.
Yeah, and production
Great
buildings
castle
are
forward
cheap.
from Grubby if it goes up, too. It'll cut off the reinforcements. Pig has to pay attention to that, and Grubby can take a fight that's worthwhile at the front side. The macro is paying off here for Grubby.
Dude, this is such a close game. The score is neck and neck. Pig missing upgrades, making it so Grubby's got some decent counterplay here. This castle in the center is already being targeted by the bombard. We've got a trebuchet from Grubby who's looking to cut off the reinforcement line. And again, now more than ever, we need the middle of the map production. But here you go, Dave. You kind of got your wish. Some stables and barracks coming down in the center. Although these couple cannons might die to the castle.
Yeah, Pig just has to regroup. Just regroup.
Yeah.
Grubby, the same thing, right? Mass up some siege. You had a good push there. Watch out for Arquebus, those bomber cannons. If they shoot and you start running away, that cannonball will track you into the edge of the earth. It's actually insane how much rage they can have.
I think Pig needs to add some villagers. I don't think he's realized how many villagers he lost during all that castle building. He's down to 110, like in a long-term spam. Like Grubby's eco is way healthier. The res is healthier. That right now is going to be Grubby's way of winning.
Oh, and Pig just leaked 2 cannons. So not only does he not have the most amount of villagers, he's also leaking some units. And also, take your attention to the back of Pig's base. There's not much wood left back there. It's got a couple trees, but he's have to be taking the wood in the center of the map. And right now, the center is being hotly contested by Grubby, who's sitting pretty at 200 pop. Grubby has kind of outmaneuvered Pig in this late game. This is fantastic play from Grubby.
Yeah, like you said, he's just taking advantage of the fact that he thinks he's a better player, right? He's the favorite coming in here. He's got amazing macro, 50 on food. Elephants are still coming out. Skirms are still coming out. There's the bombard cannon mass we asked for. And the castle forward did its job. Both castles forward did their job. Grubby's pushing in, and Pig is down to 120 pop.
Dude, so many castles went down, though. Grubby lost a castle. 2 Pig castles went down. Grubby's got an insane push here with the cannons. He's starting to really find his groove with this push. Skirmisher Elephant still the composition. We were questioning if it was going to work or not, but so far, it seems like Grubby, once he started that side push, he's got a lot more momentum down the center. 120 pop for Pig. It's more villagers, as Dash was saying, but it's also more army. We just need more of everything right now.
Pig also just needs to back up and regroup, right?
Yeah.
He's feeling it slipping away, and he kind of keeps streaming these light cav in one at a time. He's not getting back up to any kind of a mass. Just retreat under your castle, get back up to some kind of mass, make your last stab for the win right here. But instead, he's just getting pushed relentlessly here by Grubby.
Yeah, dude, Grubby's got this.
Is there an opportunity? Like, is there an opportunity here for Pig? You won't really be thinking of it because you're gaming right now.
Yeah.
But maybe for a snipe, it doesn't feel like it. Grubby's got that vision of all the way across the map. He can't even come forward for that YOLO last chance opportunity.
I think you still go for it,
know
though.
where the king is.
So he doesn't really know. He's actually got no vision of the castle even, but I think you know that it's going to be somewhere in your opponent's base. Most of the time, like, no one really moves it to the corner unless you're like Ayuxin or something. We saw that strat being employed, but Grubby usually would
Death Note, come
or
forward.
Death Note in the center of the map, of course.
All good kings lead from the front, okay?
Yeah, Death Note. His king showed a lot of heart there, a lot of heart and courage. But I think Pig should go for it. It's kind of a misplay to just lose on Red Side Fortress without even an attempt. But let's see if he thinks about it. So far, he's trying to hold on with some Halb. Still a 120 pop. It's not terrible, but it's not a pretty situation for him for sure.
He's going to have no wood left soon, too. It's just, there's not a lot in that corner, right? Another forward castle from Grubby.
Beautiful.
Not letting up on the aggression. Military count is looking solid. Eco is looking fantastic, and he's using his resources. It's so impressive, right? So many people would just sit here and bank res.
Yeah.
But Grubby's just sending in these units over and over and over again, and Pig is getting absolutely overwhelmed.
Yeah,
I know
Grubby
Grubby's
going
about to
deep.
win, but can we appreciate some of his wood lines and the number of steps that his villagers aren't getting in on the right
Yeah,
side?
yeah. Those look like your wood line stash.
No, bro, come on. No, you're right,
He's got that cardio. My goodness. Wait, I like this one. The final tree has been cut on this lumber camp, but there's a lot more down here. Actually, maybe even closer distance. Fantastic callback there. And I think light cap from Pig, she's not the strongest unit. It's okay. He does have full armor upgrades on those light caps. So actually, maybe even the best unit on the field are these light cap, because skirmishes do 1 damage against them. Wait, hold on. Wait, Grubby could be throwing this game, by the way. That castle?
Yeah, he's actually getting cleared up.
Yeah, that castle's not going to go up. Skirmishers get cleared up. No bombards in sights. You know, Halbs for the elephants. Grubby's got to be careful here, because the light cap transition has been hot for Pig.
Yeah, wood is still an issue for Pig, though.
transitions are such a difficult aspect of this game, right? It's probably like the most difficult thing to learn in Age of Empires 2, and even pro players struggle with it. When you see a new unit type come out on the field, like this light cav, suddenly your skirmishers and bomber cannons are no longer that effective.
Yeah.
So Grubby has to make an adjustment, and his adjustment right now is 52 battle elephants.
That's an insane amount of elephants. If he just walks forward, there's nothing that PiG can do about this. There's so many elephants on the field.
Yeah, this is a patrol forward kind of moment here. It shows pretty good composure, though, by Grubby. Like, for a moment there, it did look like it was slipping away, but he understood to take his foot off the gas for a moment and just get this mass back up. His opponent is running out of space, running out of resources, and pretty soon he won't be able to mount the defense.
Dude, Grubby really wants a castle here. I don't know what he's seeing in this corner of the map, but he's sending in more villagers. He really wants a castle here. Big fight with the elephant. That choke point is the choke point of hell, though. You don't want to funnel in elephants. There's so many halbs, bro. Gotta be careful.
Still
nice
no armor
shot.
for the helps. He's finally getting iron casting, but that's that last armor upgrade. Missing that for the last 30 minutes.
Yeah,
it's huge.
Dude, PiG might have lost this game just on missing upgrades, because the thing is, like, he's losing these halbs basically like twice as fast, missing those last 2 Pierce armor stats. It's just tough for him.
Grubby's losing a lot of bills. The raids are coming in from PiG.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Could be a way back in, right? If Grubby starts panicking and sends military back to his base,
Elephant's
it'll open
going
up
to deal
more
with the
pop
light
space for
cav.
him.
I love this.
Oh, damn. Right after Grubby replaced those wood lines, too.
Yeah, true. He got punished for making them efficient, it seems.
The king! The king! The elephants are near the king!
Oh
Hold on! Hold on, dude! We've never seen elephants snipe a king before. We've never seen them snipe a king. And we won't see it here. Okay, never mind.
How to clean it up? Hold on, though. Grubby has vision now. Grubby sees the king. It's in broad daylight. It's sitting in that tower. We could see a little bit of a sneak attack with some elephants. So far, PiG continues to hold 90 population for him. Dude, good. Oh my goodness.
Situation is not great. Another dash wood line at the front side of his base.
Oh my goodness, that's atrocious.
Yeah.
And some villagers are going down to that castle now as a result.
Yeah, this castle's
62 vills for PiG.
This castle's got a lot of kills, by the way. It's got 4 kills. Actually, not that much, but it's been controlling the side of the map for so long.
Fucking migrating my elephants. Little migratory walk. I know where the 3 stars are, kind of shit.
Welcome to the club, bro.
I was like, how do I spin this? But the thing is, I have so much power to just spin up a story. Half the people watching have never seen a game of Age of Empires. I could be like, 4 kills is huge. Castles usually have like 0. That's a crazy castle. But I'll admit my mistake. I said it too early. More elephants coming in, though. More than 4 elephants, guys. This is a lot of elephants.
Nice, got it bombered.
Ton of elephants.
Yeah,
I mean,
losing those villagers open pop space, and he's still got 50 pop space for more elephants, but his gold is lacking.
Yeah.
Gold supplies are dwindling now.
This is the last elephant push, though. You know, in terms of gold, he still has gold coming in slowly. He's got 3 relics, a little bit of gold still on the map. But if somehow PiG can hold this elephant push, there's not much more coming in from Grubby. Oh,
GG.
never mind.
Yes.
Well, there's
Dude,
a
he
lot
played so
coming in
well.
from PiG, and it's a GG. So
Yeah.
well played.
I knew where his king
That was
was.
an impressive push from PiG, and great composure from Grubby to know that, like, just trust in his
Close game.
eco
Yeah.
and trust in his production.
He had a lot of halberds to deal with the elephants. Very well done. There was still gold here. Was there still gold or stone anywhere else? I don't think so. And he fought for the relics. He even migrated his relics back. Because this monastery doesn't have any relics, or can you not see it from the opponent? Or does it disperse them when you didn't produce any villagers in late game if this failed, you had no economy? I made some. I did make some. I guess I didn't have enough anymore. At some point I had 145. Woodline adjustment? What's wrong? This was okay. You had elephants on this king tower a few minutes. It didn't look. Oh, shit. I was behind in the mid game, wasn't I? He had about quadruple my army. Look at this. Quad my army and more villagers. And 1 more relic. So the strategy was to overwhelm him with elephants, even if he had a lot of halberds. Yeah, you just gotta pick a build.
Start the game already!
Let's go away against Vietnamese. Oh, what? He prepared something new. Woo? What is woo? Wei woo. Wei woo. Wei woo.
Guys,
wei
they're
woo.
in. it's Wei versus Wu, and Grubby paused the game immediately and said, "Hang on a second, can I read your civ?" He's in the tech tree right now.
Yeah, so this is actually something that Grubby asked of me earlier. Like, he told me, listen, if we need a minute to just read the opponent's civilization, is that possible? And I was like, sure, Grubby, you can have a minute to read your opponent's civilization. It's actually available to everyone. I know there's some Grubby favoritism flying around, but no, anyone can do this. And Grubby's never even heard of the Wu, let alone played against them. I'm actually not sure why Pig has gone for the Wu. Never seen him play it. This is maybe a cooked up strat, maybe just some like anti-meta. They want to throw Grubby's way, but either way, Grubby rocking the way himself. Tried and tested civ, of course, and Pig with something a little out there for sure.
So with like Wu is a pretty decent civ if you're gonna go infantry into archers. I don't know if that's gonna be his play or if he just even plays archers. It's decent, still decent with cavalry as well. Grubby says, fun fact: Wei Wu equals ambulance.
What is Grubby on about?
Get it?
That is.
Also, Pig with a little AV2 trash talk. Wei's the loser version. Okay, and then spamming some taunts there. But looks like they're both gonna get started here. And let's see what Pig has in store for us with the Wu. I think that's definitely an out of the box civilization. Let me just make sure the cams are correct as well here. They are nice.
It's not a bad civ though. It might catch your opponent off guard, right? Because Grubby, I don't know how often he played against Wu on Arabia and the ladder.
Yeah, probably just a few
never.
times. And yeah, it could actually be never. I don't know if you have the stats on that, but like at most a few times, maybe like a handful. And it's a decent civ. So let's talk a little bit about the Wu for the chat here. A lot of people here might not be too familiar with the civ. It is a DLC civ, come out like a year and something ago in the same DLC as the Wei, but the Wei's been played a little bit more. There was an infantry-based civ that also has some decent early game archer play and has overall okay cavalry as well. So expect most of the infantry. Their infantry heals throughout the ages. They heals a bit more as they advance through Feudal Age, Castle Age, and Imperial Age. Then they also have some really good options in terms of fire archers from the castle. If that unit does hit the field, I'll explain a little bit more about what that does. But Dash, what do you make of Pig's kind of off-meta civ? Is that something you're excited to see from him as the underdog? Or do you feel like, because of how well he played in the first game, maybe he just plays his comfort zone and he's fine, you know, just taking the match head-on to Grubby?
I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm fine with throwing a bit of a wild card. I think the question is, which
Very open map.
strategies will he go for? Is it going to be like some kind of phosphor fast castle into fire archer, and I'm just going to try and kill you in Castle Age with fire archers, or more likely just Jean Swordsman spam?
Weird ass looking hill.
Does, Grubby have much experience going up against just kind of a ridiculous infantry unit spam that also regenerates? It requires better unit control from Pig ultimately, but I mean, I'm excited for it. I question again whether or not he's going to be very successful with it. Looking at Grubby's map and the way that he's already approaching walling, I think Grubby's going to be pretty safe here.
Yeah, and Grubby has just paused for the tech tree. So like when you got 1 minute with the tech tree, you're reading the bonus. The bonuses that come alongside Wu. So he kind of understands it's an infantry-based civ, but I don't think he's read much about the Jan Swordsman because that's a unique unit.
Did he notice it?
For the Wu.
Did he
might
see it
not
in the
have noticed
barracks?
it.
That's the question.
Yeah. That's kind of a cornerstone of the Wu strategy. So let's see how Grubby adapts to this game here as he just continues to learn boars and deers. Go by his regular dark age stuff. He's already on gold though. Interesting.
Yeah, what? Is he going to man-at-arms?
He was just out there. He just wants a
Oh,
little efficiencies.
after building the
Yeah.
house. Wow, that's efficiency. That's peak efficiency right there.
He's picking up 10 gold. That's kind of fun, actually. That opens up some crazy strategies. Like, he can now go, like, 3 militia without making a mining camp if he wants to. He can also... Okay, not much more than that, but, 10 gold is 10 gold. We'll take that in. Another caster moment for you, Dave. There you go.
It is an absolutely crazy strat, dude. We only saw it for 20 straight years.
It's been so out of the meta, though, actually. It's like only Bulgarians are doing it now.
Has.
It's an OG strat. Still respect for the OGs, though. I mean, is Pig luring in some deer? Yeah, both players are luring in some deer. You can tell a little bit more what they're going to go for based on the uptimes. Grubby, with a standard 19 pop uptime, that seems like it's going to be a scout rush, especially since we see the mill. It could also be Scrum Spear, could also be an archer opening, but very likely to be a scout opening for the Grubster here.
It's a nice early build for both players. Very, very smooth.
Yeah.
Good job pushing in the deer.
Yeah, and kind of limited idle TC. Actually, Grubby with 13 seconds of idle TC. A little bit inefficient there, but, you know, Pig's done a good job keeping that in the single digits. Villager going out here. Is that a barracks builder? That's a barracks builder. Ooh, it is. That's going to be men-at-arms, I think. That's a men-at-arm timing barracks there. Even a little late for men-at-arm timing. Let's see if it's going to commit to it. I think he should. Wu with the healing men-at-arms are very, very solid. It's not quite as powerful as the Romans that we've seen, but it is a little bit more hidden than the Romans. Romans is like the most obvious men-at-arm rush on the planet, whereas the Wu, you know, Grubby might not be too prepared for it, although judging by the walls, I think it was you, Dash, that mentioned it. Pretty good setup here to defending his early infantry.
The way the map's set up, there's a solid chance the Pig runs right into the TC from Grubby.
Should have gone Vietnamese.
He's still got.
No.
If he's going men-at-arms, he has to find him quick, and he is.
Yeah,
He is going militia.
Oh wait, he's
Here
going
we
straight
go.
in. Oh no, Dave. Oh, okay, not too bad. That's
Okay,
okay.
it doesn't take too much
Neo.
damage.
Let's go, dude. He's beginning to believe. He's dodging bullets, dude.
Yeah, we
Yeah, but
oh,
this
You're
wall
too young
set up
for that
already
reference,
here.
Hera. I failed.
no worries. Caster moment. 3 militia coming out for
I mean-
Pig. Okay, he's gonna go for the men-at-arms. Sorry, go ahead, Dash.
I would just where do you even attack now with these man-at-arms? Look at the walling from Grubby. I mean, you're just going to be hitting a wall at this point.
Yeah, great walls and great defensive structure here from Grubby. That gate's a little strange because it's kind of walling out his own gold, but he's not really too concerned about it for now. He's likely to open with that stable, but you don't have to go in. If you you already forced these walls. You have them. You have the men-at-arms. You can just hit a wall downhill and just force your repair, and that's like okay damage. You could also just try to run through if you've got the
Grubby.
you know,
Walled in.
confidence for it.
No, he
tried to wall
escaped!
him in. He wanted to wall him in.
Oh.
Nice try
Grubby
there.
trying to flex on him, man. But Pig's too quick. He's too fast. He's watching this scout. Great job from Pig. And things like this can add up, right? It's just really annoying if you're Grubby to have this scout running around on the hill.
Dude, how crazy would it be to distract with the scouts, run straight in with the men-at-arms? That's a high-level play, but we could see it come in.
Grubby's aware,
Grubby
though.
sees
He's
him.
tracking those man-at-arms. Extra wall going up near the gold.
Yeah, really hard to break in. Some punishment onto that scout as well from the villager. Nice try from Pig trying to split the damage, but Grubby, good with those quick walls. He's got double bit axe in now. No horse collar, so only 1 villager extra 4-way. Remember, they need to pick up the eco upgrades to get the extra villagers.
Now, through all this, though, I mean, Pig's built a 300 resource collected lead. So, you know, a lot of people are going to look at this and go, oh, no damage done. The walls are up, you know, but at the end of the day, all the time that these villagers have spent walling, chasing that scout around, repairing this house, that's resource advantage for Pig. So let's see what he can make of it.
And
Oh
the
my
thing
God.
with Wu is like, he can just out-heal this too.
Yes, that's true. He can just take some damage, force the idle time, and just wait. But sorry, I was just
Grubby
really
lost
shocked
his
to see
scout.
this. There's a market coming up for Pig. He's going to go for the Jan Swordsman follow-up in
Wow.
Castle Age. That's really, really high
Wow,
level. That's
dude.
insane.
Men-at-Arms into John Swordsman with that timing is crazy. If he can hit the timing, you
needs
can
food.
see him like trying to get that food. He doesn't have enough yet. He's got 5 on food right now.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to sell his stone and then buy extra food,
Honestly,
and he's still
delete
idling
that
his
blacksmith.
TC.
Delete the blacksmith. Use the wood for farms right now.
Well, he needs the blacksmith to go up, right? And I think he still wants to hit that
but
timing.
you're so far food-wise. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
should be investing that wood into farms now, and then build the blacksmith when you actually have, because he's nowhere close to the food resources if he wants to continue producing vills.
I agree with you, Dash. Also, like, if you just rush the Castle Age, you have like 3 farms, you can't make the Jan Swordsman anyway. So, like, take a little bit of time, 8
heals
farms,
10
chill a
per.
bit, maybe a few walls even, and then just naturally, like, blacksmith later, go up a little later, but have that, you know, economy to sustain yourself. He's gonna kind of turbo in, though, but he needs the blacksmith to be made, not just the foundation.
I mean, he's gonna forget. Yeah, he's gonna forget that it's out there. He probably missed a shift queue there with the blacksmith. That's unfortunate for Pig.
And hopefully he can kind of figure that out, but he's
Build
just turboing towards the Castle Age, and Grubby is the kind of guy that likes to stay defensive. Is he the kind of guy to counterattack? He's got 3 archers going across the map, but he sees the men-at-arms back in his vision. Does he go back, or does he stick to the counterattack? Looks like he's sticking to the counterattack, which is the right call here.
He's sending a villager out there to try and repair that house. That is ambitious from that Phil. Ambitious play from Grubby here.
Pig,
can't
he
you just
idled
go?
his TC to
Wait.
get the resources, and now he realizes that the
No.
blacksmith isn't built.
Oh, God. Yeah, he can click up, but the blacksmith's needed. Meanwhile, though, Pig is trying to trap this Grubby villager. Grubby's running. He's blocking with the archer. Great play from Grubby to survive that. But there's another villager. Quick wall, quick wall. Ah, he failed it. He failed it. Gotta run.
Villager kill?
He's going to save her, too. I
block.
like
Wow,
that
he's
Pig pulled the
blocking
men-at-arms
with the
away. Yeah, I like that he pulled them away initially and didn't dive in for that villager. A lot of
Yes.
players would try and get that. But he can just heal up over time. He's going to go take out that house again.
Yeah.
Grubby's going to be housed here. So damage is being done by
Damn.
Pig
Wow.
Yeah,
with
it's good
these
stuff.
men-at-arms.
But the counterattack has landed. Fletching in 20
Gold.
seconds, guys. 3 archers
There's
from
weak
Grubby.
fills there.
No tower because we sold the stone. No units because we're going fast castle and the villagers are being pulled. One villager already going down and Grubby's got some clean Viper here. Hit and run. The villagers cannot catch these archers.
Fletching's in.
Oh,
Another
my
villager
God.
down.
Oh,
At
boy.
least 1 or 2
Oh,
more
boy.
going down here. Good
Good
focus
surround, though.
fire by Grubby. 2 of the archers do go down to the vills, so
That's decent. Yeah.
3 vill kills.
I mean, 3 vill kills.
Oh, and
that's it.
on Grubby's side,
Oh.
there's villager kills.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's not good. No kills so far, but 3 villagers running for the hills. You could kind of turn around and fight. He's going to try the quick wall. I think Grubby's kind of overdoing it with the quick walls, though. Just turning around and fighting is probably better. Trying to body block a little bit, but Pig is doing really well. Doesn't take the bait. Look at this.
Yeah, splits the men at arms. Still looking for that first villager kill. Regardless, still a lot of idle time forced. One
This is
finally
going to be
go
a
down.
very... Oh, Grubby blocked the men-at-arms with the villager in the back. He's going to save that one. He can't save the other one, but this is going to be a rude awakening for Grubby when 3 barracks John Swordsman show up immediately, and they can just sit under his TC and keep killing these villagers. This is going to be very difficult for him.
Yeah, dude, the men-at-arm value has been unreal for Pig. The fact they still got one of those alive has just been insane. Let's talk a little bit about the Jan Swordsman, though, because we got a lot of viewers that are wondering, what are the casters talking about? What is this Jan Swordsman unit? It's a unique unit for the Wu, and it's super tanky. Think of the Goth Huskarl. It's kind of like a mini Huskarl. It's got a lot of pierce armor. They take 1 damage from like every projectile in the game. It's really insane. At least anything that Grubby can field. So they're super tanky. They're quite strong, and you don't need an upgrade for them. They just come straight out of the barracks. And we got a triple barrack Jan Swordsman all in. Now the fact
And
that
he's
Pig even
going
knows about
forward.
it is insane. We have a forward villager as well. It's an all-in 3 barrack Jan Swordsman, forward siege workshop. Pig is going for the kill. This is crazy.
This is sick. This is
I love it.
really good play from Pig because I think you're kind of taking advantage of Grubby's defensive nature.
Yeah.
Like, Grubby's going to stay home with these archers. He's probably going to want to play into eco upgrades and then John Raiders as well from the archer range.
Oh,
And-
and workshop and monastery.
This will cook that strategy from Grubby if Pig doesn't toss his units away immediately.
Dude, this is high level,
Dude,
by the
these
way. This is really
Yeah,
good.
very high level. John Swordsman, for those of you at home who don't know, they have 5 pierce armor innately. So before any upgrades come in, these things already have 5 pierce armor. Those feudal age archers right now are doing 5 total damage, which means they're only going to do 1 damage a hit to these John Swordsmen.
Dude, men-at-arms still
Wow,
back.
Men-at-Arms
This is
found a
crazy.
gap.
This is
They
crazy.
found a hole.
Yeah, hole through the
Like,
wood
the
line.
value from them was
Overchop.
insane.
Kill a villager, force all the villagers back. Grubby has to remake a lumber camp. This is not even the main plan of Pig. Those men-at-arms are in overtime right now, getting extra value that no one can even imagine that they'd find. Grubby now fully wall his base, closes the gap, gate in the front, but he's got no clue. There's a siege workshop monastery push right outside his base. Grubby cluelessly
He's
walks
about to find
forward.
out.
My goodness, a rude awakening.
Oh no!
Yeah,
right
these
into
things
the
are
John
dead,
Swordsman.
dude.
And the
These
men
things
go.
are so dead.
Yeah, Jan Swordsman
And he's
also-
breaking in. He's in. Maybe. Grubby house walls behind. Oh,
wow.
That's so clutch.
He forgot that shift
I
Q
think
in.
there's still a hole. I think there's still a hole behind that house. No. And the
Dude,
wood line.
maybe.
Didn't he
Honestly, on a hill, maybe. I don't think so though, but you never know, man.
Okay.
Those holes can be sneaky. Gate on the front
Well,
is weak though.
regardless, yeah, snipes a Ville in the front on that gate as she was trying to put it up. So gets a
There
Ville
is a
kill, and
hole.
now he's putting
Nope.
Pressure on the farms.
Scared me there, Dave. Whew. I was like, no, Dash
was
is right that
panicking,
I'm
bro.
wrong. I have to try to spin this, you know?
Pressure
Was
onto
a
the
caster
TC
moment.
though here. Grubby already feeling forced to put up a tower on the backside to protect his gold. Now going to try and force up a siege workshop of his own in defense. He does have a monastery, so first monk coming out of the field. Don't know if he's going
he
to
has
reach for
15
redemption. They don't
He
even
has
have
15
redemption.
John
wait.
Swordsman. He could just run in.
Yeah,
and
I
kill
agree.
everything.
I agree. You don't have to wait for the Mangonels. You can just run in. Mangonels can cook on the TC. Hitting the house is not needed. We have a lot of Pierce armor. We don't have to respect this talent at all. Pig, it seems like a great strategy, but he doesn't really understand how good it really is. Giving Grubby a lot of time here for no reason. Monk.
Oh, he's pulling away from one monk.
Oh,
no,
it's too much,
man.
Yeah,
You
too
can't
much
pull away
respect.
from one monk, man.
Too much respect.
Yeah. It is the name, though. It is, you're up against the seed one of the tournament, maybe, according to many players, at least, from the rank ladder, and just want to play it safe and whatnot, but sometimes you got to go in. It's only one monk. We got, a dozen plus Jan Swordsman, 2 Mangonels. This one monk is nothing in comparison to this army.
Just go in. Go, 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 go! Go!
Scream it louder, he'll hear you. Oh my goodness. 2 monks now, though. If one monk pushes back,
now is he
2.
tracking the Mangonel? It looks like he sees it. Now
Oh
it's a
my
micro
God.
battle,
Oh my
but
God.
Great first hit there from Grubby.
Good attack round, though. But this Mangonel
Now he goes.
has encouraged him. Keep going, keep going. Oh my goodness. The Mangonel encouraged him to
He's
dive.
in.
And now there's no stopping
And he's
him.
in on the wood line, too.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
Yeah, he's
This
committed
is-
now.
this is
A
over.
complete GG. Grubby's got nothing
What?
against this guy's. Mangonel comes out. It's going to get taken down. Shot kind of whiffs. Monk goes down. No conversion. It's one Jan Swordsman versus a dozen of them. This is a complete domination for Pig. The TC got ungarrisons. And the Jan Swordsman will win this game for sure. GG's called. Holy.
Oh, he's 34 villager. He's all in. Whew, good game. Fun game, too. That was very cool. John Swordsman. Did you forget Way is No Redemption? No, I was aware of it during that time. Solid play. Yeah, he was kind of all in. I killed a couple of Vils. Maybe you need it? John Swordsman. Gonna need wee woo after that. Yes! You needed long swords? Yeah, I don't know the particularities of John Swordsman. Guess those units take 1 damage for every projectile. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the Civ. It's to his credit for practicing a Civ that I don't know. Where there's a woo, there's a way. Nice one.
Start the game already! Start the game already!
Ow. Vietnamese.
They've started the next game. It's going to be Arabia, and Grubby's
Kind of a
brought his
counter
trusted
Civ, but I
Ethiopians
prepared
versus
it
Pig's trusted
lots.
Vietnamese. This is both
I'm so
players'
worried for
mains.
Grubby.
This is a hard matchup, though, because Vietnamese kind of
Um,
counters Ethiopians.
Exactly. You just get free Imperial Skirmisher into an archer-based Civ. I mean, I think the good news is like for Grubby, this is I believe one of his most played Civs, right? Didn't he start primarily on Ethiopians?
Oh,
And then
it is
eventually
by
started
far
playing
his
a
most
ton of
played.
Burgundians? Okay, yeah.
I
so
think he
this
has like
should be-
180 games with it or something like that. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So this should be ultra comfort for him, and this is where you would kind of expect that even in a matchup maybe that isn't necessarily favored for him, he can still just pilot the Civ, maybe handle the transitions between different units a little bit smoother, make use of the bonuses, like the extra golden food upon age upping.
And Pig with
got a
these
great
units.
map.
His map is incredible again.
And Grubby's got a nice wood line there. Good wood line to the back as well. Gold, very secure. Berries off to the side, but not too exposed. Looking at Pig's map, forward berries, kind of a forward gold. It does have a nice back wood line, though. I'd say the maps are a bit even, but slightly favored for Grubby. Also, I want to take a note here that Vietnamese, we saw Sing Sing earlier just jump straight to his opponent's base and actually lame a boar. That is on the table for Pig, but Pig has chosen to not really utilize that Vietnamese bonus and just go straight across. He's going to scout and kind of play a consistent Dark Age. You don't have to go for the boar lane with Vietnamese, and Pig showing that, you know what, just going to play a standard game. Not going to risk it in the Dark Age.
Yeah, and I don't really think like if you just won the last game in such a convincing fashion and then you had a chance in the first game, you don't need to take any wild risks going forward and trying to lame a boar or anything. You're not that much of an underdog. You're actually competing quite well. So it should be Pig here with the momentum coming in, especially with such a nice Civ matchup with
Can
Vietnamese.
I ask a silly noob question?
Of course.
Every
Is
day,
it-
baby.
Yeah, is it just 100% more efficient
Secondary
to kill the boar
gold.
with the TC now? Or like is it actually any faster or more efficient to kill with the TC versus just killing it with a group of the 7 villagers under the TC? Or is it
Just
just
jump
safer?
in and out and be slightly more efficient, but it's
Yeah.
just it's more consistent. to kill
Okay.
it with the TC.
Yeah.
Because I definitely still do it the old way. I just like pull Vil through and just kill it with my villagers as it's running by, right? And killing it under TC. But then I was wondering, I was like, is it actually faster?
By the way, like, there's been some shenanigans here. Grubby targeted a villager here from Pig. Didn't kill it, but Pig got housed because he was kind of dealing with that kind of shenanigan from Grubby. So now we have a little bit of idle TC time. Just kind of forgot that house. And so just a little bit of early pressure from Grubby, kind of making Pig panic a little. But yeah,
He's
to
a
your
Vil
point,
behind
Dash. Yeah, he's a Vil behind. 22 seconds out of TC. But to your point, Dash, just bringing in the Vor and killing with the town center is, generally speaking, the more consistent approach. And Dave definitely had the right answer there. I don't know if Grubby will, be too worried about this matchup. He's played it a bunch on ladder, so he kind of knows that it's kind of bad on paper, but seems to have a nice early game advantage with that scout harassment.
Dude, I was saying earlier, with all these guys playing Age of Empires and streaming it, and a lot of them playing it for, if not the first time, like, still relatively new. Imagine if we still had the TC killing the boar tech where the meat wasn't available. If the TC gets the final shot. Imagine the chaos that would have happened for all of these streamers and all of the funny moments that we would have had surrounding that.
Dude, what's funny, Dave, is that when that change is coming, I was like really against it as like an AOE2 purist. No, it's been like this way for 25 years. I was against it. Like 1 week after it came, I was like, oh yeah, this shit's totally better. Like, it's fantastic, I did a 180 turn on that one.
Right, Feudal Age on the way for Grubby. He's going up 19 population. Pig, like you said, with that harassment from Grubby, he had himself an awkward start. You can already see it in the res collected. You could see it in the idle TC time. He's going to go up with 20 population, and he's going to try and just kind of recover his wits about him and have a consistent build. But what is this from Grubby? We got a shepherdess and a woman with an axe moving forward down through the center of the map.
Yo, that's a dangerous combo right there.
Sounds like a Florida police.
The first one grabs you. The first one grabs you around the neck. The shepherd grabs you around the neck, and then it just gets lobbed off by the woman with the axe. I'm worried about Pig's Feudal Age setup too, just because he's only got 4 on wood. He's committed a second mill and 4 villagers to the rabbits. So I mean, he's gonna have a lot of food, but I don't know what his military options are gonna be necessarily. Just now dropping the barracks. Still has a minute to go to the Feudal Age.
Double range forward play that he tried against, was it Euthermal?
Yeah.
He did it with Malians, right?
Yeah, I think it is. And I think the one criticism I had of Aatrox there is that he just stopped making villagers. And I don't think you need to make it that all in. Sneaky archers with villagers behind is good enough to win a game. Villager production keeps you in the game in case it doesn't quite work out. 2 villagers from Grubby looking for some proxy ranges. If Pig is not prepared for this, if he doesn't scout it, it's going to be very hard to defend. First range gets dropped down. We're looking for the second one right now.
Pig's not even going to be able to drop a military build. Like, he's got 3 on wood. He's about to hit feudal. When those archers show up, he's not even going to be able to build an archery range.
It's way too much food, right? He's made that second mill. He is walling though. Oh my god, that's huge.
This could be huge. Grubby's sending the scout back over, but the scout's weak from before.
Okay,
he sees the wall. He's like, no, that sucks.
Walls. You could kill that Vil.
That's amazing.
Good play from Grubby. Recognizing the low HP Vil. Beautiful.
Quick ball.
Vil snipe.
But like the wood though, Dash, you're mentioning the wood. Like we got so much food. We got 500, almost 600 food in the bank. No wood. Pig realizes his mistake. Luckily though, he's the Vietnamese. He can get eco upgrades with no wood cost. So at least he'll get the double bit axe if he just clicks it.
Oh, don't send the villagers forward, Grubby. Then you let him know that something's up.
Yeah, he wants to break through, but that's the tell right there. And he's already bringing an archer forward. So quick notification here for Pig about what he's dealing with. But how does he respond? Still doesn't quite have the wood to actually put up an archery range of his own. And these are really his only 2 wood lines at this point. Like, where does he go? Where do you go?
I can feel the panic. I can feel it through the screen, man. He is absolutely panicking right now. The archers are here. More archers coming in. The villagers are there.
Oh, no. That's terrible.
Dude.
That's terrible. You can't fight Ethiopian archers
yet.
But
you can't fight this many.
The wall!
Oh, good wall.
That's a huge wall off. That's a huge re-wall behind. He's fighting with the villagers on the wood line. Scout coming in.
Quick gate.
Massive defense from Pig.
He's
does-
actually he's killed both villagers as
Yes.
well with his own.
Wait, this is crazy. He's killed both villagers.
No way, he's holding this.
They're both 2-2 on Eco KD. If he can just trap these archers, he goes for the gate. Does he get it?
The gate!
Ah, not quite. Not quite, but still a great hold. Loses one more villager, though, so it's 3-2 in terms of Eco KD. We can start making some skirmishers. Guys, all things considered, that's a monumental defense for PiG. Like, that could have been horrible. It's decent.
I'm stunned. This game, I feel like, should be over right
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
Based on the opening that Grubby was given there. But first skirmisher is onto the field. We still don't have fletching for these archers. So with maybe 1 or 2 more skirmishers, he'll be able to push these archers back pretty easily. Production is still good, though, for Grubby.
Guys, no,
And
Grubby-
behind this, look at that. No villager production.
Yeah, no, idle TC out the ass right now. 2 minutes of idle TC. No farms, no chickens, or just a little bit of
fletching either.
berries. No fletching, he can't afford it. He's not making villagers. Dude, Grubby's super all in, but he is back in onto Pig's base. We have some skirmishers and some good micro from Pig, keeping that low HP skirm away. But still, 5 archers here, looking aggressive.
Grubby needs fletching for these archers. It's critical.
Bill
And he
Snipe.
comes in with the 1 HP scout. He gets the 1 HP Bill.
The Vil could have turned back at
These guys are
50-50.
both playing incredibly, man. What a show.
Super
Fletching
high
coming in.
level.
That's huge. That is massive. We
Yeah.
saw it before the game Aatrox had against U-Thermal, where U-Thermal couldn't get the armor or fletching because he was so up against the wall. And Aatrox had fletching and he got so much damage. He didn't end up winning the game, but it was insane what the archers could do.
Yeah, fletching now in. These are Ethiopian archers. They attack even faster than generic ones. A lot of these villagers are peppered up. They're all kind of taking some hits. One of them finally falls here. With archers,
Great
you
army
could
control
beat
here by
skirms.
Grubby.
Yep, he split up and killed a couple villagers up top. Looking good for him.
He's
Still more
basically kept the
villagers
build
for
count
Pig.
even as a result. Yeah, down to 23 to 22 is because, in order to have this kind of archer production and to commit to fletching, Grubby's not able to produce too many villagers. He's got enough food now. I'd like to see him
Yep.
start investing in villagers.
But he's probably microing really
I
hard,
respect.
right?
Yeah, he's absolutely locked in right now. I absolutely respect the attention to detail here from Pig to keep trying to rewall that.
Yes, yeah, that's
To
so
stop
smart.
the archers coming in. That's what saved his game so far, is the multiple times he's rewalled that. Grubby has to keep breaking it.
We need armor, by the way.
Coming back over to deal with these archers.
We have a blacksmith. Pig can just click armor. He can click fletching as well. You need upgrades. Age of Empires upgrades are really
the
important.
gate!
Quick gate! Quick gate! Really nice play.
Grubby needs to start adding vills, man. The pressure's still coming down. You're still getting villager kills, but your opponent's massing skirms. You need to start adding that backup plan behind this, right? Grubby's still pushing it with the micro. There's still a chance he can win with this initial push. But if he doesn't,
Oh my god. Oh my, there's a 1 HP
gonna be
bill.
really brutal
Archer
for him.
chases him. Archer chases the 1 HP bill under the pounce that kills her. And, dude, Pig has lost 9 villagers so far, but he's still up 3. The idle TC time has been crazy for Grubby.
Yeah, Grubby is finally putting some villagers in the queue here and there from 22
rewalling
to
it
24.
again.
Now, look,
Wow.
it's being blocked right now by the archers. Needs to get a few more skirmishers over there.
armor is in.
Armor's in,
That's
armor's in.
massive. The
Yeah.
armor is in for the skirms. I think this push from Grubby is about to stall out. He just walled it in again. Oh, Pig.
Dude,
What
the
a
presence
beauty.
of mind. The presence of mind to go for that wall amidst the archers. He will lose 2 bills for it, but now the push is cleared up for sure. Remember, these are Vietnamese skirmishers, 36 HP, considering the regular skirmishers only 30. It's a nice little bonus for the Vietnamese. Armor's in, so they're super tanky. Grubby's looking for 1 more kill. Maybe he finds her.
Oh,
he does.
headshot.
Wow. Beautiful. Oh, found 1 more. That's crazy. He was 1 HP.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
Grubby's
now-
less vills, but more resources collected.
Yep.
But I think he needs to realize that his push is running out of steam, right? You can still park
Yes.
these archers behind wood lines like he's doing right now to harass, but you need to be thinking about your transition from this point forward. And he's put some villagers out onto the rabbits, so he's looking for some food eco.
Yep. Got some farm setup as
I mean,
well.
you could
This is
you
nice.
could go
This is
scouts
nice.
here, or you could think about castle age as well if you're Grubby, like a faster castle. I don't know what's the most consistent thing. I think overall you do need to wall your base though, because eventually this army will come back across.
Yeah,
from
fletching
Pig.
coming in for
And your
Pig.
archer ranges are forward.
Fletching also helps with archers, so Pig doesn't need to stay on skirmishers all game here. He can make a few skirmishers, push back the archers, and Vietnamese have great archers in their own right. So I would like to see Pig clear this up, and then maybe even add a second range to go for some archers, reclaim the map a little bit. But great micro from Grubby. He's got a lot of archers around. He's actually out microing these skirmishers pretty hard.
Dude, this set is delivered so far, for
Such-
sure.
Yeah, such high level. Very
I
evenly
love the
matched
fact that
as well.
Grubby switched it up this game, and it was like he was listening to us, right? It's like it needs to be more aggressive. This is way more aggressive than I was talking about, but it's very entertaining. Also, another thing with forward production buildings, I don't know how often Grubby's played a sneak attempt like this, maybe never, but when you have forward production buildings, things get really hairy once you lose your momentum.
Yep.
And you're trying to defend with the units that you're producing from those. So he needs to be ready with something at home if PiG wants to attack him.
That type of villager, his reasoning so far seems to be, let me just keep attacking. He's kind of looping them around this wood line here. A little bit of loop action. Shout out Yamato, of course. But PiG is massing up skirmishers that just aren't dying anymore. So eventually, PiG's going to have enough skirmishers to just defend. And Grubby, like you said, Dash, will have to transition away to something else. Because, listen, a lot of farms for PiG. He's making his transition towards Castle Age very soon. He's in a good spot overall.
Yeah, both players kind of realizing that in this moment they need to start getting more on food. You can see Grubby as well at home starting to surround the TC with farms, thinking about Castle Age, but both players still a ways away in terms of the overall resources. I think the difficulty, though, here for Grubby is going to be the Civ matchup, right? We talk about needing to transition. Well, as Ethiopians, what do you transition into, right? You want to be eventually on like an Arbalest Siege Ram or Arbalest Onager kind of composition later in the game.
Yeah.
You're playing into Vietnamese. It just feels like you're running into a brick wall.
Now, you have some options. Oh, double eco attack coming in from PiG.
Nice.
You
He can
have
get
some
wheelbarrow
options.
too.
Yeah, certainly wheelbarrow would be fantastic to boost those farms. Like, Ethiopian Shotel warriors, I think, are a little underused. I think Grubby has not really mixed them into his arsenal as much. So, decent option there. But to your point, Dash, no matter what Ethiopians do, the Imp Skirm is going to be like the main unit stuffing those kind of archer play that they so desperately want to get onto in most compositions. And so, if I were Grubby, I would like to do something different than an archer line in Castle Age. So, kind of pushing the Vietnamese away from their Imp Skirms, or their Skirms entirely, giving you a chance to re-get into Arbalest later. It's a bit of a high-level concept to just like switch it up early to, you know, deny that kind of counter unit, that perma counter unit. I'm not sure if Grubby can do that, but something like a 2-stable transition in Castle could really finish PiG off if he stays on those skirmishers.
I think Grubby's going to fall into the forward production building strap here, Hera. He's gone for the market. He's going to try and click up, I think, soon. The scouts are out, so the skirmishers are going to get pushed away.
Yeah.
And then he'll be relying on his forward buildings. And this is just like, I don't want to see it, but I suspect it might happen for him. This is just an experience thing with Age of Empires, right? You do this enough times and you learn that you get screwed over by the forward buildings.
Yeah, he needs to stop making military from the forward production right now. Send them back home, whatever he's got left, and just kind of recoup. He's got to recoup and just think about the follow-up, like actively come up with a new plan, because this current plan here, you can try mixing in some archers, bring out like skirm scouts for PiG.
About to
Should get
lose
the clear
all
up.
of these.
Yeah.
They are so low. Yeah.
What a great defense from PiG. Oh my
Sick.
goodness. He's lost 14 villagers, and he just looks so calm right now.
The thing is, you think PiG thinks this is an even game? Because we see the idle TC time from Grubby at 7 minutes.
I think so. I think so. I think he watched that Atriot game yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think he
Yeah.
knows how much that this type of strategy costs.
think
He also
he's
killed the
get-
2 villagers forward too.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna benefit from seeing the score in his favor as well. I think, like just mentally, right? Like,
Yeah, true.
Even though he took a lot of damage, at least I would look at that and fall back on, okay, I did something right. Like something went well for me there, even if I couldn't identify exactly what it was, right?
Yeah. And it's not a 200-point lead.
Double
He's
stable
up
from
he's up 600 points, by the way. This is like a legitimate score lead. Double stable from Grubby
part of
at home.
that's the
I
Castle
love
Age.
that.
Yep. Great play from Grubby. And Pig will be hard committed over there with his scouts to the archer ranges, so
Takes a lot of farms, by the
Grubby
way.
will probably won't make more archers.
Transition from here for the Vietnamese, and I know he knows about it. He's been playing quite a lot of Fire Lancers recently. He knows how strong they are into Knights. The problem, though, for Pig is that he doesn't need that much food for Fire Lancers. So there's a question as whether he's going to be able to take some villagers off of food onto the gold and really set up the Fire Lancer skirm composition that he needs right now. It's the best composition he can play, and it's really good into what Grubby's doing. Pig scouts the 2 stables, by the way, so he knows what's coming. Let's see if he adapts
I'm
to
gonna
it.
need you to go and tap that stable there, Grubby. At 97% stable. Those are just skirmishers. I need one.
Do it for us,
villager.
Grubby. Come on. Do it for
Come
us,
on.
man. Come on.
Grab that hammer. Get to work. A little tap.
Garrett, it's
coming
funny
in.
you said the eco balance because like with what he wants to make and what Grubby wants to make, I think I'd be fine if they flipped their eco balance right now.
That's so true.
Big on food gold, right? We have Grubby on gold wood. It's like Grubby has the eco to produce Fire Lancers and Pig has the eco to produce Knights.
Dude, Grubby's just
I
going
mean, he does
crossbows,
have,
though.
he has 6 archers, and they are forward, but they're about to get found by these scouts in this moment. He's going for the crossbow and the bodkin. He wants to get more damage. His
Pig no
opponent's
stone for
already been
tower.
alerted to it.
Pig no stone for tower. He's going for the armor upgrade on cavalry. There's a real possibility that this timing push from Grubby will kill Pig. He can't defend his gold right now at all. He's got some skirmishers, but crossbows with good kiting will beat this.
Grubby is not going to have any crossbows left, though. He's going to have 5 right now. If Pig gets a couple more lucky shots, he can potentially take this out.
Yeah,
I guess
was
Pig
thinking about
is
building
waiting
something.
for
There it is.
a tower. There we go.
Yeah,
He had to
that's
buy
good.
200
That's really
stone.
smart. It's an expensive tower,
Yeah,
but it's
those
really good.
Skirmishers gotta stay in defense though. You're gonna lose a couple villagers here.
He's already lost a couple villagers, Dash. He's used to it. He's fine with it.
You're right.
What's a few more? He's got plenty
Yep.
left. All right, skirmisher defense here. No Fire Lancers. It's going to be cavalry. I don't mind that either. Skirm Knight, of course, a classic composition. Way before all these new Fire Lancer units came in. We were playing Skirm Knight for 20 years and completely happy with it. Skirm Knight, of course, fully upgraded for the Vietnamese. Even tankier skirms on the table. A great combo for them, of course. 1 Knight from Grubby. Not quite the crazy 2-stable play, but I mean, it's enough to push back the skirmishers for now.
We got ourselves a long game now. One of those crazy feudal age battles where you think one player is going to get wiped, and then it just kind of stabilizes, right? Let's see how much damage Grubby can do with the Knights. There are still a bunch of weak villagers in this eco from Pig. And he's got crossbows on the wood line behind, too.
Oh, yeah, it's just it's nasty. It's nasty. We got another 91% stable. Dash, come on.
Yeah.
The
That's what I was
motivation in
about.
here.
I was about to say. I was like, what happened that both these players decided to leave unfinished stables in their base? I mean, obviously, Pig's got bigger things to deal with right now, right?
Yeah.
Woodline getting harassed by the crossbows, the Knights in the back line now. He only has feudal age skirmishers in defense. It's not the right unit to be using. Now his gold's getting harassed as well. I mean, Grubby's doing a phenomenal job just hitting from all angles.
Dude, Grubby's really good at this, by the way. It's like the Warcraft experience of fighting with different units, harassing different villagers, not fighting all Knights in one spot. He's killing a lot of villagers and idling even more. He will get cleared up eventually, but that's good value from the Knights. Look at this. Grubby, 15 villager lead. He's really pulled ahead here with the 2TC boom behind it. Great play. Great last few minutes for Grubby.
Yeah, an excellent changeup in this game. It seemed like he was so all in early, and then at some point, his mind kind of flipped when he added those stables. He still has the archer ranges to produce from forward. Now he's got the siege workshop, and he's in his comfort zone with 2 TCs behind.
Yeah, he's also
And
heavy
that's a
on
classy
stone.
move. That's a classy move that he only goes for a second TC. He's bringing a siege workshop forward, right? He's taking a small advantage, and now he's gonna kind of balloon it with the eco, but he's
Yep.
not gonna completely let off the gas and give Pig, an opportunity to boom back into the game.
Yeah, one thing I don't like with this Mangonel is just bringing one of it to the tower. Usually pros would wait till 2 or 3. Of course, you could repair it, but it's going to cost you some some wood and gold.
Dude, Pig is just so resilient, isn't he? Loses 10 villagers on one side, pulls them to the other. Loses 10 there, pulls them back. He's just constantly trying to get himself back into this game. He still has the
Counterattacks from
score
Pig.
lead.
This is crazy.
Good
Let's
counterattacks,
go.
too.
Gold and Grubby
Amazing
hasn't seen it.
counterattacks.
Grubby doesn't see it.
And
The
those cam-
camel
those
passes
camels are
right
just going
by. Oh
forward.
my goodness.
He doesn't
The
see
camel. The camel could
Oh
have
my
been the defense we
goodness.
needed. This is 10 villagers.
And he's
for
losing his
free.
army forward, Hera.
Oh, this is
He's losing
disastrous.
his army forward as well. He's losing his villagers on the gold.
Dude.
I mean, out of nowhere, 10 plus eco kills.
Yep.
He still has good pressure on
Mangonels
the
are
gold.
about to
His
die.
opponent, though, those Mangles are doing. Yeah, they are going to die.
Villagers
Those-
getting
Send the
involved.
villagers
Those
out there.
knights
No,
come
no,
in.
no, 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 no. The knights are enough, bro. Don't send the bills.
Loses
one of that
one
Mangonel
bill.
shot, but both
Look at
Mangonels
the
are gonna
Knights
go
at
down
Grubby's
now.
base! Oh my god, they're under the
Field
TC
goal.
now, killing
What
everything!
the fuck?
Finally, he's realized Grubby's gonna be kicking himself. If he loses this game, he's gonna look back to these Knights and just have nightmares
Go to the
about
wood
them.
line.
10 villagers dead, but a forward castle from Grubby. Oh my goodness.
No
A
idea how
forward
long
castle.
he was
No
there.
way the Knights from PiG are there. Just passing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
An
god.
actual just passing moment, because that is a get out of my game castle right there.
Dude, PiG just lost the game because he didn't realize he could have just killed 10 villagers. That's crazy. But he still has some army behind this. Grubby just gets a miracle that PiG didn't spot those. But Grubby's gonna go back?
Where's
What?
Grubby going?
How many villagers did I lose?
Grubby!
A lot.
Oh my god,
Why is
what
he
is
going
happening? Dude, I think he's choked this game completely. He had such a nice lead. He still up 20
Oh, what a
villagers,
panic
but-
castle.
Panic castle at home. Dude, this is crazy. Pig can see that. Oh my god.
You know what it is? I think he, in that moment, he just realized, like, I don't have gold. And he just really wanted to secure gold all of a sudden.
No,
Grubby.
no, it can't be the gold. I think it's just he didn't have army. He didn't have army, so he didn't want to throw the game fully. He wants to play it safe. I mean, I guess it kind of does secure some gold as well, but dude, that was a bad 2 minutes for Grubby. A really bad 2 minutes.
He's still 20 villagers ahead, though.
Yeah.
Like, he's still 20
Yeah.
bills ahead. He's going to settle in with the castle. The castle at least goes up. So he's got
some
some
knights.
defenses in this area. You can go for the gold. The knights can get in on his wood line. But he should be fine as Pig starts to expand his eco as well.
Yeah.
Second
One
TC
elephant?
going up now.
Like the one elephant mix in here, why not? Just put it on the Siege Workshop, let that guy do his thing. Second TC behind this one. Quite a balanced approach to the economy from both players. Just 2 TC, not rushing to that third. And Pig, all things considered, he's lost 31 villagers. His economy looks kind of clean. I'm not going to lie. Very balanced, very solid.
He's already bringing in a second relic as well. Third,
nice.
actually. He's bringing
Oh,
in
wow.
2 at the same time right now.
Yeah, presence of mind to go for the relics as well in a game this messy. Very, very nice macro and kind of mentals through this game from Pig. Pig's got a lot of skirmishers, but no archers on the field for Grubby. So these skirms are not the most useful. The elephants maybe can get something done. Grubby has Shortels as an option from the castle if he wants it. Third TC from him at the back. A nice quick wall to keep the knights out with the monk pushing them away.
Yeah. So, winning position for Grubby, I think we would probably still all agree at this point with the Vill advantage. But
Yeah.
at what point do you start to get scared because of the Civ matchup, right? Like if you just let this game go on for too long.
Yeah, I think Imp is when the Civ matchup really starts to get really bad for Ethiopians. It's that Imp scrims you talked about, Dash. That's just a huge option that Ethiopians don't really have a good counter to. For now, the Camels will push away the Knights. So, like, Grubby can kind of recover and stabilize here. But if this game goes to an even late game, the enemies have the Civ advantage quite clearly. However, we did see Grubby win with a Civ disadvantage in late game in that game 1. So keep that in mind as the skirmishers walk in. But so far, Pig is not really concerned about late game. He wants to push and keep the pressure on.
Like this. Pick away at the wood lines, right? That's Grubby's weakness right now. He's
Yep.
got those 2 weirdo wood lines at the back. There's that big one forward, but the castle doesn't really protect that well.
Elephant just goes
And
in.
you just force him to panic, man. It's a random elephant.
Yeah, it just goes in and dies. That elephant had a really funny life, and I like that we made him, but he didn't really accomplish anything. Skirmishers do soft counter the camels. It's kind of like a situation where both can kill each other. Villager does go down, and overall the game is kind of stabilizing. Grubby with more villagers, but a weaker economy in terms of the eco upgrades, at least slightly weaker.
He's also lost, like, the res collected is way higher for Grubby, but he's lost a lot more units as well.
Yeah.
If you look at the KD. So a lot of that res is just in the graveyard right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Gotta keep that in mind. But efficiency of trades, and Grubby adds a barracks, by the way. Dude, that barracks does not excite me at all. I think he wants to go
No.
Shotels. You already have a barracks for squires. I think he's adding a second one. He thinks he doesn't have one, I believe.
Things get messy
Yeah.
at this stage of a crazy game like this, right? You forget that you had to make a barracks to make the archer ranges earlier. He wants the upgrades for his Shotels.
Ouch.
He's gonna
Horse
lose that
collared.
siege workshop forward.
Yeah, horse collar.
He
horse
just
collar
got
bit
horse
axe.
collar.
I know it's late, Dash, but I'd actually rather see him pick it up now than just forget about it all game. So it's really nasty, but like at least it's in now before like the super late game. It's not terrible. We're still up 20 bills. Equalizing eco upgrades somewhat. Pig always staying 1 or 2 ahead. Grubby kind of reclaimed the middle map control with monks and camels, and dude, this game's an absolute banger so far. This is kind of gearing up to be set of the tournament, depending on how the remaining games are playing out. 2 ranges at the back for Pig. Looks like he's making his final imp transition here. And Dash, this is where we talked about the Vietnamese imp skirm, arbalest, just really good options that Ethiopians have to do something crazy to navigate around. Here's the squires. The second barracks was a mistake, so Grubby just putting himself 175 wood behind just due to not seeing that barracks.
That's the 4th relic coming in for Pig, by the way.
Wow, 4-1.
Yeah,
wow.
that's insane.
That's really good.
Really nice. Unless the camels have something to say about
Camels?
Oh,
I think Grubby knows. I think he saw it disappear from the map because he was also searching. See, he has a monk going to where that relic was.
oh yeah, that's kind of true, but kind of misses it.
Although now they're just passing, so
Yeah.
yeah, maybe not. Maybe just on a scouting mission. Who knows? Either way, yeah, 4 relics going to be incredible. He actually, Pig is sitting on the resources that he could click up right now. I just don't know if he's necessarily
He's
thinking
missing
about
the
dropping
building.
that second building and actually getting up.
Dude, the one thing I don't like about Grubby's base is all of his wood is in that one area. Like,
Yes.
if Pig were to go into Cav Archers or whatever and harass this, Grubby will have some serious issues. And the other wood lines are very far away.
Yeah, it's like kind of a double-edged sword. Having that long wood line, really good for early game, but then like coming late game, like the wood at the back is kind of saturated. There's no more wood that you can really take, and so you're all on this middle wood line, which could be easily counterplayable. But still, 70 bills to 103. I feel like Grubby, if you can just kind of get a nice middle foothold with a stronger
What is that
economy, he's
castle?
in a great position. Castle forward though,
This is like that castle from game 1.
bro. It's
Yeah,
it's
with one villager,
it's
dude.
one villager.
Castle.
One
He's got
villager.
more- He's got more coming in to help out. But it's
Dude, Pig.
so funny.
Pig is missing his buildings for Imp. He's rushing a
Yeah.
university with 1 villager. Oh my goodness, dude, we need this yesterday. We've got. resources
He's
for
not
double Imp.
rushing that.
Yeah.
There's no rush about this. Is a
Dave.
government job, bro. That's gonna be done in 8 months. By 1 week villager, right?
This is a good wall, though, on the castle here from Grubby, just to make sure that he can get it up, because the only thing that's threatening it is those knights.
Yeah. Dude, Pig is using a monk to dodge ballistics and keep him alive. That's ridiculous. There's no ballistics in, but there's 2 monks coming in. This castle could get denied, by the way. 2 conversions, maybe. Imp is in for Grubby, though.
I think it's gonna go up, and Pig
Oh my
will
God.
go for it. You know what? He goes for a
Oh.
counter castle over here. It's not gonna be in time to deny that, but it should be in a good position to get Trebs coming out. Finally, Imperial Age comes in for both.
Dude, but Imp for Grubby faster is a crime. Like, we had the resources in for Pig a long time ago. Finally, Town Watch coming in just to give a little bit of extra vision. We'll take a look at how that does for his vision game. Grubby's got full middle map control for no reason, by the way. We have so many ranges that that Pig can just produce from, and he's not really going for that. I feel like Grubby has a
Cav
really
Archers.
good window to just go for the middle. I don't like the Cav Archers here at all, actually.
Cav Archers are sneaking into Grubby's base, though. If they
Oh, that's
sit in
good.
between those 2 TCs, this could be really, really solid. Grubby now stretching out to the center of the map, like you said. Very orderly archery range setup, actually. That's very pleasing, the way that
Yeah.
he's
I
built those.
was talking about this. Noobs and pros make their archery ranges like this. The mid-elos make them in like crazy positions.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Didn't really
Oh,
care
yeah.
about that. It's that classic bell curve. Shotel raids as well constantly. Grubby has this thing about him where he constantly just raids a little bit, like just 1 or 2 units. He'll always do this just to keep his opponent thinking and not let him have like that free game and that passive kind of setup. A nice Cav Archers in the back though. You know, Pig with ballistics here. These guys are scary.
This is a minor thing, but I'm pretty sure Pig targeted Grubby's castle with his castle, right? Because otherwise, every time a Shotel would come out, his castle would retarget onto it, and he has ballistics. He would pretty much kill every Shotel that's being
True.
produced by castle alone, and instead, all those arrows are just going into the castle of Grubby.
Yeah. Yeah. it's a
Royal
really good
Air
call
is
out.
coming in from Grubby.
Does he go Shotels? I don't like Shotels
I mean, it will
here.
help against the Cav Archers a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's not bad, but I don't really like Shotels as our main army. I feel like, honestly, we don't see skirms on the field. Just literally go Arbalest here. Like, we don't see skirms. He's going to go Arbalest. Maybe he plays Arbalest plus Shotels, double gold comp. A bit dicey because he doesn't have the relics. Of course, 4 for Pig. Pig's going to go for a castle defensively here. We haven't talked about the Rattan Archer as a possibility for Pig, but it is a really good anti-archer archer from the castle if he wants to go for that. But Pig so far, only Cav Archers. I haven't really seen his Imperial Age game plan. And if it's going to be Cav Archers, it's not really the best into Ethiopian Arbs.
Could go Imskirm. Could go like Imskirm Halb, right? To push this back initially. And then figure it out from there. A lot of production for Grubby. I love this level of production from those beautiful ranges up at the front. And he's going to start to overwhelm. Pig needs to finish that castle on the left and needs to get all of his upgrades in if he's going to hard commit.
Yeah, a bit of a Trebor on the bottom. Pig faster with his Trebuchet despite Grubby having faster imp. Castle going up on the left. Cav Archers rushing towards that hill. Really good Cav Archer micro here from Pig. Just kind of closing the gap. That's exactly what you want to see. But a lot more production from Grubby. Arbalest coming in, Chemistry coming in. Grubby's going to have a lot more control with 40 extra villagers. I see him as the leading favorite for this game.
Yeah, the numbers are just overall there right now for Grubby as compared to Pig. Pig also having to deal with pressure from two different sides. It does look like he's going to deal with this castle from Grubby, though, as he's got two trebuchets out onto the field.
Dude, Dash, because he right-clicked the castle, he's also not hitting these villagers repairing because he right-clicked the castle with his own castle. Dude, that one click has cost Pig so much, and he doesn't even realize it right now. Armor coming in, though, for the Cav Archers. That's going to be good for the skirmishers as well. Walks past the Mangonel Shock and make short work of that. It's, of course, Imperial Age army. Grubby with Arbalest, the tried and tested Ethiopian Arbs. Where's the Imskirm?
Castle goes down from Grubby. The Treb is still working away on that castle from Pig, though, so it could still fall.
Yeah, only 2 bills repairing. The castle will die to the Treb unless Pig can react to this. Doesn't seem like it's his priority, though. He's on the map with the Cav Archers. We're not seeing skirmisher production, only now, actually. Imskirm tech is beautiful. We need to see that come through. If that comes through, I favor Pig's position a lot. But if he forgets about it, which is a very real thing, then I'm not sure if I like his position.
Oh, the castle went down from Pig. Oh, against one Treb.
Yeah.
Brutal. Imperial Skirm is coming in right now, but the Arbalists are pushing in.
Dude, I love that. He just needs to hold. He just needs to hold.
Pushing into a tower, though. This might be a little bit ambitious here from Grubby.
Yeah, full armor on the skirmishers, by the way. Vietnamese skirms, even without Imskirm upgrade, they're still tanky. Grubby goes in way too deep. He's got to back out. Loses a lot of expensive Arbalest. These cost gold. Remember that. He doesn't have the relics as well. Only 1 relic for Grubby. Score lead is neck and neck. And ladies and gents, we have 30,000 plus viewers watching this game right now. Give it up for Age of Empires 2 in 2026. Getting these numbers is fantastic. Thank you all for being here, of course. Imperial Age now. A big battle going out between the skirms and the Arbalest. This is no match, though. Arbalest cannot fight these Imskirms at all.
We also have
Archers are in at the back again.
Over nothing.
Yes.
Oh, Pig, do not
over
lose
that
your
gold
Trebs.
over there.
Do not lose your Trebs right now. Grubby's actually repairing. He might kill these Trebs from Pig in the long term, and Pig doesn't realize, because obviously he's more concerned with the front of his base. He does deal with that battering ram. He does have Imperial Skirmisher in. Are we finally turning that corner?
Guys, it's a very nice raid again from Pig at the back of Grubby's base. It's
so
just constant pressure there. Elephants are being added in. One of them goes over for that Treb. Grubby tries to quick wall the Treb against the elephant, and it's too distracted with the villagers.
Oh my goodness, this is too funny. The wall is kind of maybe tanking some of those Treb shots. No, not quite. The elephant will work on that dead wall, and he's going to go for that Treb. But more importantly, maybe on the front here, the Imskirms are pushing back the Arbalest. They're also diving in onto that bombard. Beautiful play from Pig. These Imskirms are really living up to their name. 3 elephants diving the siege as well. Dude, Pig is killing it. Pig is killing it right now.
I think this...
Grubby with the repair, though.
You kind of get the sense that Grumby's maybe crumbling a little bit here. He's losing the Treb over on the right side, still trying to repair it with that villager. Lots of Arbalists going down.
Dude.
His eco is looking a little frazzled as well as Pig comes in with skirmisher raids.
We talked about the Elite Skirm and the Imp Skirm from Vietnamese from the very start of the game. It's been the cornerstone of the matchup, really. Grubby was very aware. He's played this matchup a ton on the ladder. He's very aware of how strong this is. Tried to end the game early. Pig's resilience has brought him to this late game. Chotel's on the field, though, sniping a Trebuchet. That's huge, but buy some time for Grubby. Population is evened out, though. I feel like in the late game here with the relics, Pig is heavily favored. Still a messy game, though.
Should be favored, but his base is kind of falling apart, right? He lost the castle on the right-hand side. He's lost the TC, so there's not a lot of safety for villagers. He's also struggling now to find some wood, as the Shotels are making quick work of all those villagers.
Dude,
so villager count's starting to drop.
Money.
Yeah, paper money. It's a good upgrade. It's going to make his lumberjacks generate gold passively as they chop wood. It's decent. Chat loves paper money. Like, every time paper money comes in, the chat's like, oh my god, he got paper money. But it's really not that huge of a deal. It is nice to pick up, though. And Pig kind of setting up that late game. Kudos to him.
Grubby loses another bombard cannon.
Yep.
Oh, as soon as this castle goes down, Grubby is going to be wide open through the center. He
Yep.
still has pressure coming in on the sides with the skirms. And there's that wood situation we've been talking about, Hera. That wood line is running out, and then where does he go?
Oh my god, it's a traffic jam. The villagers looking for a home. A lot of them homeless even. Like, nothing up top. It's a barren top side. There is like a small sneaky woodland in the corner. Grubby kind of sees it, kind of sees the stone as well. He's got some options, but the raids from Pig have been pretty solid. And now the bombards from Pig pushing down the center. Pig with a castle in the corner.
Pig.
Dude, Pig is pushing.
This is a win for Pig. I can't
incredible.
believe it. What a defense from him early, in the mid game, in the late game. He's just held and held and held, and now he's got his composition ready to go.
Yeah, Imskirm, bombards. He's checking into light cab. He's got some elephants, dude. Pig is really showing up for the series. Don't rush it, though. We got that winning late game. We got the relics. I'd like to see him control this left side hill as well. We have a little bit of a pause. Just kind of let the anticipation simmer here. What a game it's been. What a series it's been so far.
Yeah, drink it
Grubby
in,
says his
everybody.
air conditioner is off. I can't imagine playing a sweaty game like this with the AC off, dude.
Dude, this is sweaty in-game and out, dude. The micro that Grubby's been doing. Holy. Needs that AC,
Yeah.
of course. Cool it down.
I'm actually like taking a moment to just like look at Pig's base, and again, I'm just wildly impressed under all this pressure, the expansion that he did to the left-hand side of the map.
And Grubby never did. He went through the
Yeah.
center. But now he's been pushed off the castle. He was taking Pig's stone. He was taking Pig's gold. He wasn't really looking for outside resources on his own side of the map. And he's
Grubby,
wide open on that wood line, man.
dude, yeah, this woodline's a disaster, but and a huge problem actually over the next few minutes. But Grubby tried an expansion down bottom, but it kind of just got cleared out. It was more like an aggressive expansion rather than castles on the hill. Like, he had that choice. So maybe Grubby, you know, next time around won't go so far forward with his expansion. Just cast on the hill could have actually secured him more of the map. Something to consider for next time. It was just desperate to win the game before Imskirms hit the field. Kind of hard to blame him, but listen, Pig slow pushing down the center, clearing the production. Grubby preparing light cap. We do have Hussars for Ethiopians if he wants to go for them, but missing armor, they're not going to be the most impressive Hussars in the game.
I love this from Pig. He's looking on the left side. He went for an outpost, so he can see the skirm raid come in. He sends the light cab to the neutral gold in the south, so he's going to kill the villagers there from Grubby. And he has a monk seeing this mass migration of villagers from Grubby, if he notices it, over on the right side too.
Yeah, that monk is standing on business right now. And I think these light cab are already in prime position to continue raiding those villas. Let's see what happens.
Wow.
Grubby mispositions a little bit. Or is it on purpose? He's going to take the hill. He's going to wrap around, take the hill. Doesn't want to get trapped
Those are
there,
here
though.
from Pig. They're going to meet up. Do they even notice?
And have a party, and Grubby's going to try and force this tower up, I imagine, although right now the vills are just tasked onto the gold, and so instead this light cab is going to feast on the right-hand side.
You know, it's a disaster for Grubby. It's a
What is this, a
disaster for
conference
Grubby.
over here?
And they're like on a Zoom business call and kind of just
Yeah.
waiting to see what's going on. That one light cab is doing more than his paycheck deserves, I think.
But look at the middle of the map, man. Big push. Grubby's going to lose the castle.
Yep.
Pig will open this base up like a can opener, dude. It'll just go right through the middle.
And Grubby
And
tried
Grubby,
something.
he's just lost
Like,
all of his production.
he tried to position on the hill, tried to stop, like, maneuver around this this force that Pig has had outside of his base, but he kind of got caught out on that, and there's just too much light cab.
Here come the light
too much
cab.
pressure from Pig. The relic is out there for the taking as well. The rogue
What
Shotels
a
are not going to help. What
This
a game.
all started
2-1
with a
against the
double
favorite of the
proxy
tournament.
range. Oh man, that was sick. Really fun game. Yeah, it is a Civ counter. It is a Civ counter, and it is my bad because I knew he has Vietnamese Chinese on this map, and then he started with a different one. Man, if I was a little bit more on the dot with the trebs and stuff, in my opinion, you should make some all-in stuff. I mean, it kind of was, but it was halfway, right? No ballistics. I did have Mangonel, but then I also had a second TC. He has the advantage late game, so I should do some kind of all-in. But I was first to Imperial, I had the castle. Yeah, I didn't have very efficient eco. Is it over? No, it's best of 5, so we go next. Let's go arena.
Start the game already!
Bohemians, as expected, right?
They've taken a little bit of a break, but I see on the cams that they're both back and locked in. I feel like the game could have just started. Yeah, it has started.
did.
It's Arena. Oh my god. Grubby's picked Arena.
Yeah, it had to be.
Burgundians,
He had to switch
Bohemians.
it up.
Like you said, Hera, earlier, Burgundians, Bohemians.
Called it, baby.
And we know the storyline between these civs, right? Grubby's going to play meta. And Pig is probably just going to try and get his 4TC setup going and then push Grubby back. We'll see if he can do it again.
Just a little bit of camera work on my end. Dash, take it away, man.
I mean, Bohemians, Burgundians, the matchup we've seen already, right? And so if these players have been paying attention to the way that previous series have gone, I'm curious if they've learned anything from it. I still expect Pig to be the aggressor in this matchup. Just as, you know, Grubby tried, I think, to switch things up on that Arabia, but it's not his tendency, and particularly on Arena with Burgundians, he feels very practiced and kind of going for that very economy-focused, relic-focused approach. And so I think the question just becomes, how can Pig disrupt that? Is
I'll tell
it
you-
Does he
Castle
need
Age
to
aggression? Is it
disrupt
fast
Is the
imp?
question.
I'll tell you what Pig does on this map. He's been doing a lot. I've actually been watching a lot of late night Pig, streaming perfect for my time zone. He likes to do, it's something a little unorthodox. He likes to do a castle defensively with the Bohemians, a few of his sight wagons to contest the relics, counter the light cap opening that Grubby usually likes to do, and then he just booms behind it. It's not an all-in build like something like Captain Lance would cook up, where he'd go like castle at home, maybe even castle forward. It's just a castle at home, relic control, and just a boom straight into the Bohemian late game comp. For the viewers at home, the Bohemian late game comp is widely considered to be the best late game comp in Age of Empires 2. It's a Hoofnies, Halberdier, and maybe some hand cannoneers mixed in there. Very powerful. Should he get there, he's gonna have a good advantage. Grubby though, with the Burgundians, it's an eco-based civilization, and it's a relic-based civilization. They get food for the relic, not just gold. So Grubby likely to go light cap and contest the relics, try to snag maybe 4 or 5 for himself. And Pig, like I said, likely to play towards a Hissite wagon. So that's kind of what to expect strategically from both players.
It's a matchup that gets better for Bohemians the later the game goes, which is critical here. Unless you can starve them out of gold, which is the game plan with grabbing those relics early.
Exactly.
And getting Burgundian Vineyards, which is the unique tech for Burgundians. It gives them a little bit gold from the farms.
Yeah.
Grubby will play towards that, but he still has to hit a timing. If he can't deny all of the relics, if he can't deny the golds forward on Pig's base, and Pig is allowed to get into all of his technologies, it's going to be a problem for Grubby. It's definitely going to be an issue. And we've seen Pig with the late game armies be pretty successful, right?
Yeah, dude, he's had a good late game. Like, Grubby, maybe that game 1 kind of out-micro-macroed him in the late game, out-grinded him, but Pig didn't seem weak at all. I think he's forgotten some upgrades, potential first game of the day nerves as well, but Pig's late game is by no means like any, anything weaker than Grubby's, or not much weaker than Grubby's at least. And also, Pig's Bohemians is his main civ. He's put in a lot of games on Arena Bohemians. To be fair, still has Grubby for Burgundians, but I do expect to be seeing a prime Pig here with the Bohemians.
Now, one major difference in their Dark Ages, Grubby took the time to push in his deer before going out to scout.
Oh, interesting.
Pig did not push in any deer. He might be coming back now with the scout to do that. But Grubby also did not snag 2 of his geese. They're just sitting there. I'm sure he'll grab them at some point, maybe with those villagers that are building the mill. But just don't want to forget those.
Yeah.
You'll be wondering why you're missing some food later.
They kind of blend in with the snow, though. Maybe it doesn't see him, bro.
He needs that no snow mod. I'm looking at a no snow mod, and they're like super visible.
Super
but yeah,
visible.
He's got that
yeah.
snow. It could be a little tricky. By the way, I'm getting a comment from the chat. Pig has never played Wu on the ladder. That was a hidden strategy and a prepared civ for that first win for Pig.
That is survivalist,
So cool.
100%, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that coaching
survivalist,
session.
yeah.
Sick. But I love to see that. Like, part of my vision for this tournament was having the pro players come in and coach these guys up. Obviously, the knowledge gap was going to be the big problem for them, learning like 53 civs, also how to play the game. But the coaches coming in and showing them some cool strategies has been a pinnacle to making this tournament a success. And, dude, shout out to Survivalists putting in those late night hours with Pig. Love to see that. Oh, wait. Survivalist says, I will take no credit for Wu. That was all Pig.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Pig came up with that? Hey. No, no,
You're not
Dragon
giving him
Star.
enough credit.
Dr. Agonstar.
Oh, yeah,
after.
that's Dr. Agonstar's
That's
strat
Dr.
right
Agonstar. That Dragonstar also coached Mr. Llama on the Karambit Ram. Dude, no, we got some sneaky coaches. It could have been Pig. Listen, I don't want to take credit away from Pig. Maybe he's come up with it, but there are some sneaky coaches. Don't disrespect the doctor like that.
Wow, Survival is saying that he coached Pig, though, for about 30 hours, probably. That's
Damn.
amazing.
That's dedication. Shout out Survivalist, man. Love it.
Feudal, 22 mil feudal age for Pig?
Yeah,
that's
fast, no? No, I think it's a bit fast.
Oh,
That's fast?
He's already going onto stone right
Wait,
now. Oh my
that's an
goodness,
all-in
yeah, that is
build.
fast.
That's an all-in build. That's
Yeah.
not the defensive castle. That's 3 on wood as well.
Wow.
That's the all-in. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's gonna all-in it with wagons. That's something he's never
Will he
seen.
make
He's
it
never
forward?
shown. I think he'll make it forward.
Really go
Yes.
forward. Okay.
Because I've watched a lot of Pig, and the build to do it at home was always later than 23. This is looking like an all-in build. He's adapted it for Grubby specifically, taking advantage of the fact that Burgundian's typically up a little later. Grubby just now clicked the feudal. He's like a minute and a half behind, minute 40 seconds. Dude, Pig's gonna all-in this one. That's crazy.
And Pig should have enough food. Maybe he has to buy 100 food. No, he should be good, actually. He's got still 1 turkey left over, a goose or whatever. He's still got some berries. He's going to build a market and blacksmith at the back here. Not grabbing loom because this build is so tight, but that could be a
No.
potential talking point later if he comes forward.
No, okay, no loom. I think he'll keep it at home. But
Need
still,
to
that
run my
feels like
scout
the
back,
all-in
or
build, I
it
feel.
could
Maybe
die
I'm-
to his scout.
Maybe I'm just waffling, but I don't know.
Have to hide for a little bit.
I think you're right that it's the all-in build. I think it could bite him that he's not
Getting good wood
going
income.
for loom.
Am I getting good
It's,
enough
it's
food
about whether or
income?
not does Grubby actually produce any military before hitting Castle Age, right? Like he's got the
good
barracks
enough.
down, so he's prepared to drop his stable
I think I can squeeze
as
in
one of
another
his
farm.
Castle Age buildings. But will he actually get scouts out onto the field before those villas come forward?
Listen, Dash, it's not about saving your villagers. It's about sending a message, okay?
Wait, if we've learned anything from Pig,
loomless
it's not
forward
about
castle
Stables and
Oh, yeah, true.
marketplace.
Yeah, true.
Marketplace with these guys. Stables.
15 villagers to get that castle up and get the pressure going, man. That's what we've learned about him.
I will say though, the 3 farms is looking increasingly like a defensive castle. So I think maybe I was reading
Yeah.
too much into that faster uptime. Still, there is a
lean on
chance
the
he just
foods.
sends it forward, but you know what he's
might just
practiced is
make
the
it.
defensive castle. So if he does that, I'm almost more excited to see the defensive castle because I want to see if what he's practiced is actually good enough to take down Grubby's Burgundians. Grubby with a stable market build, that's exactly what he's practiced with the Burgundians. They like to go light cap to control the map, grab those relics.
Very
We already
close,
talked about why
actually.
Burgundians want the relics early, and Grubby a little bit later to Castle Age, but that's kind of standard. It's nothing out of the ordinary.
If you're not going to send the vills, at least make a house, please, Pig.
True.
I hate this when you have all day, you're going up and you're not really doing anything, right? And then you get to the castle age and you realize you can't make anything because you don't have a house.
Yeah, that's true. Goes to the mighty
Kicking
camp on
yourself,
gold.
bro.
Mining camp on gold.
This
Got
is
a
not
couple
an
idle
aggressive castle.
villagers.
Could have gotten a free pick. Might have been
Yeah,
worth
if he's
it.
not out with the villas, it's a defensive castle for sure. But Dave, like you said, there's no house. He's gonna get housed. That's gonna be nasty. It's not a game-losing mistake, but
Well,
my
get
God, is that
loom.
just... No.
There
What
it is.
if I already
There's
know
the
what he's
house.
gonna do?
Yeah, we don't really want loom because I
No,
mean,
we don't want it if we're staying home. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that's when you'll get it if he ended up housed. But house is coming up. Just a little bit of idle TC time as a result.
Yeah, not too
Until
bad.
this villager starts producing again.
Castle
Bill's
home?
coming. All right, defensive.
Grubby would
castle.
not have had the scouts in time, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, to stop the castle. I know. If you just sent it forward, like some Yamato style, especially if you just sent 12 villagers, even if the first scout's out, you can just get the castle up. But it just wasn't Pig's style, and it's not what he practiced, so I'm actually completely fine with him just doing it at home. By the way, nice little adaptation from Pig. He's doing the castle behind where the scout was in scout, so even if Grubby sticks to these walls and looks as deep as he can, he won't see the castle. So Grubby is maybe thinking Pig is booming only, and nothing more.
Yeah, I don't even think he sees the monastery. Yeah, one tile away.
Yeah. So Grubby's
Really
completely
nice.
in the dark here. 30 seconds to castle for him. Pig will go for a few Hussite wagons, looking to play for those relics, so it's not a pure boom for him. Notice there's no extra town centers right now. He's going to slowly get back on that stone, looking to get back to 100 and go for extra town centers. But for now, he's more than happy to play towards that Hussite Wagon Monk combo. Let me just tell you a little bit something about Bohemians. They get the free gold upgrades and the free stone upgrades. They get both of them for free. So normally they have to pay for both, wait for them to come in. Bohemians don't have to do any of that. They just get them for free with the civilization bonus.
That's going to reveal the Hussite Wagon.
Oh
And
my god.
Grubby is inside with his scouts. That is a mistake, I think, from Grubby, is it not?
Unless he steps the monk. I think it's a mistake, but stepping the monk is good. Pick and block. Pick and block. Wow.
Got it.
That's worth it for Grubby, probably. He also gets information, right?
Yeah, he now knows that it's Hussite Wagon's castle plus monastery. He can continue to scout the back of the base. He'll see that no extra TCs are up just yet, knowing that at home he's dropping 2 extra TCs. So
Sick. Yep.
already poised to, be in the eco lead just due to being Burgundians. Villager count about to explode, though he's housed as well right now. So getting the house up as quickly as he possibly can.
I do like they sniped that monk, by the way, because that's going to slow down Pig's first relic. And that first relic is usually just a free one before the scouts are really in position. So now, like, the scouts are now in position. The next monk that comes out has to really be careful. The Hussite Wagons could, of course, push back against the scout cavalry, but they don't have that same mobility. Like, a Hussite Wagon is quite slow. Not that slow, not like a Mangonel, but still quite significantly slower than a scout cavalry.
Nice. Pig notices. Grubby's trying to keep track of these monks, but the Hussite Wagons, like you said, they're just too slow.
Yeah.
They can't catch up. They can guard, but they cannot chase.
Right. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Monk.
Dude.
No.
Hello?
What?
Grubby?
Both players. Hello? Both players. Hello?
Huh?
Huh?
Pig. No, Pig drew that up. Dude, he did the math. He
Dude,
saw the line of
crazy.
sight on the scout. He
Grubby's going back.
absolutely just weaseled his way through there, and he's going to draw the scouts into the Hussite Wagon.
He's like, I'll bring it to you. Truce?
Grubby can snipe this one. He might lose a scout for it, though. It's a low HP scouts. Oh, sniped by Pig.
Hey, one scout goes down.
Nice job.
Another monk trying to get away with a relic here on the bottom side of the map, but Grubby doing a great job of continuing to scout out. Will he notice that this relic is picked up?
Dude, how is he still over here with these scouts looking for this relic?
Oh, he just took the relic.
Pig is trying to sneak that in. Will Grubby be able to get him?
No.
Oh, I don't think
He'll
so.
let him go.
But to be fair, meanwhile, Grubby was actually picking up relics of his own. He's picked up one. He's going to pick up a second one as well. So
Nice.
Grubby could have got that monk, but it's kind of okay. He's more than happy to just take 2 relics since there's committal on both sides. By the way, behind this, Grubby's got a nice villager lead. So honestly, advantage Grubby, as the score suggests. Pig is still in a decent position, but this is looking okay for Grubby here.
I would
Excellent
argue it's looking
farming eco for
amazing.
Grubby.
Yeah, the farms. Look at the farm count.
Yeah, so nice.
32 farms placed
Yeah,
to
3TC.
9.
Good eco upgrades as well. Like, look, Horse Collar missing, Bowsaw missing, no wheelbarrow for either player. But I mean, Grubby's economy upgrades are much better, and he got those cheaper in, so looking okay for him.
Yeah, Pig's going to grab 2 relics, which against Burgundians, when they're playing into scouts, is not the worst thing. They get 3, you get 2. Obviously, it's not ideal, but there could be a situation where you don't even get 1.
Yeah.
Right, if your Hussite Wagons are too slow or their monks are sniping those. So
Yeah,
overall, okay situation for Pig. Better situation for Grubby.
and neither player is that happy out of this opening. Like, Grubby's probably thinking, like, I got 3, but wish I got 4. Pig's like, I got 2, wish I had 3. And overall, I think it's going to be a decent situation for both players now to scale up the late game. Arena has this awkward moment. Now that the relics are gone, you're just you have army fighting for nothing because there's stone walls. You can't really push onto those walls. So Pig's just going to chill out here with the Hussite Wagons. He could, of course, use them to control the map, kind of patrol them around Grubby's walls. In fact, he should do that, but there's not a whole lot to play for, so both players will focus up on their economy. Ferber coming in, that's going to boost the villagers' movement speed for the Bohemians. Nice little unique tech there, showing Pig's mastery of his civilization.
Yeah, very smart. That alongside wheelbarrow is effectively an eco upgrade for your farmers since they move quicker. Just would like to see him spend that wood, right? He's only sitting on 17 on food. I know that like his end game composition might not use as much food as Burgundians, but right now you're going to lose the race to the Imperial Age by a large margin.
Yeah,
I think you knew that was going to happen, though. At least you make up for it somewhat by being able to research chemistry in Castle Age. So you're not losing out on as much time as some other civilizations would.
Yeah,
to get some
wheelbarrow
bomber
just
cannons.
completed for the Burgundians, and I want to see that handcart click right away. Unfortunately, Grubby missed that timing, but usually wheelbarrow into handcart right away for Burgundians is how you want to play them. University here, 3 TTs only, so Grubby's playing towards a faster imp by the looks of things. Looking to maybe punish the Bohemians' greed, playing for those like relic into boom, kind of like that slower start. If you just go for a faster imp on them, you could attack them before they get to the Hufnitze.
The one issue for Grubby is with the Hussite wagons on the field, like usually you'd want to get a forward-ish castle set up against Pig, but there's a risk coming forward for that in this situation. So he might have to go for a more defensively natured castle. Saying that, he's only has 3 on stone. Like he's not even, he hasn't even made that switch yet.
Hey, he's focused on imp first. I wouldn't mind that if he just sends like 10 villas to the castle now, or to the stone. Because I think you need a castle on arena to get that foothold. You don't need it to push, but just having that foothold, that little outpost of the castle, feels really nice before you start that push. Handcart coming in to complete the economy upgrade, to complete the boom for Grubby. And with a faster imp, he gets first move on the map, basically. But Bohemians don't mind turtling for a while. Even fortified wall and turtle is kind of okay for him.
What are the imp compositions? I mean, Grubby's kind of showing his hand with the archer range coming up and the armor coming in, that he's going to be looking for hand cannons, I assume.
Yeah,
Dude,
probably.
He's got him locked in with these light cab, and now the outposts on the side too.
Yeah, he loves
You'll
this.
see him moving out.
I love the outposts.
Grubby's such a vision guy, because the one thing Grubby hates losing to is like, oh, I just didn't see what he was doing, so I lost. So Grubby is like really trying to avoid that situation. He thinks he just like, if he can have vision and he loses, he can learn from that game. But if he just doesn't have vision, there's no learning happening. It's just like, oh, unfortunate, I didn't know what he was doing. So Grubby kind of developed this heavy vision style, which I think is really suiting him. He's making good decisions with that extra vision. And I want to say as well, I've helped Grubby a lot with his arena and his Burgundians. And one thing I did tell him is that the timings are really important. So if you're getting to him faster, you got to set up that push, and you got to really go out onto the map. If you have the 5 relics, you can camp. In this situation with 3 relics to 2, he can choose to play defensive, but against the Bohemians, I'd like to see him push that advantage. 2.5 minutes faster to Imperial Age. Let's see what he can do with it.
I think chemistry click needs to happen right away, and
yes,
a few more villagers onto stone. He's sending the villagers now. He's definitely late to that castle for this timing, but he's still got a good setup on the center of the map, right? All the technologies are coming in. Unfortunately, loads up ballistics before chemistry, so that'll take some extra time as Imperial Age comes in for Pig now, and chemistry is going to be in for him, so the timing advantage isn't even going to be that significant for Grubby.
Dave, Grubby canceled ballistics to prioritize chemistry, showing exactly that he knows what's up.
Nice, dude.
That's high level, bro. That's high level. He's about to be 30 seconds late on chemistry. Chemistry, for those who don't know, allows him to make gunpowder, essential to push onto these stone walls. You need bombard cannons, hand cannoneer. It enables 2 units that Grubby really wants. Burgundians get gunpowder units that deal extra damage. So this chemistry, crucial, and he actually prioritizes it over the ballistics, which is a really good move for himself.
Archer range is coming up from Pig.
How can that be that big of a deal? And it's like, that takes the sunk cost fallacy there of how much time he'd already invested in the ballistics upgrade, and the presence of mind, knowing that upon hitting imp, how much more important chemistry is. That's a pretty pro move right there to cancel that. Now we have the Siege Workshop coming up in the center of the map, just in time to start producing those bombard cannons. Probably going to look to pressure.
One thing I don't like
I
about
want to see
Pig,
Siege Workshops from Pig too.
yeah, like Pig is going Siege Workshop on the front, but one thing I don't like about his game right now is that he's making both halberdiers and archer ranges blind. So like, he obviously could expect Hussar, he could expect Paladin from Grubby, but he actually just doesn't know. Compared to what Grubby's doing, Grubby's got vision everywhere. He knows exactly what's coming out, and he's taking first move. Like, Pig is kind of defaulting to the composition, which is okay, but I can see a world where he invests into Halb, whereas Grubby is not making any cav. In this situation, I think he kind of lucked out that Grubby is making cav. Worth mentioning, though, if Pig will play this map in the future.
I do want to see more vision from him, and I agree on that. I like the outpost forward from Pig. Doesn't quite catch that castle, but it will see the bomber cannon coming forward. But I also will say that if Pig stays this defensive and stays in his shell here and is patient enough to mass up the army comp from Bohemians, there is a solid chance of him winning.
I agree.
If he's patient enough and he gets that death ball. I just don't know if he's aware of the full capability of the Bohemian late game.
This setup, by the way, that you're seeing Burgundians attacking Bohemians, Burgundians getting that nice little timing window. This is not unusual even in pro games. This is what typically happens in pro games. Burgundians gets the first move on the map, but Bohemians have the better army composition if they get there. Siege engineers coming in, a tech that Burgundians don't get access to. That's going to be +1 range on the bombards and extra damage to the buildings. That's a huge tech for the Bohemians.
It's one of the reasons they're so successful in the Civ matchup late, right?
Yep.
Just that extra range, and then you also get Hufnitsa on top of that.
And faster
insane.
moving. It's a triple buff on the
Yes.
cannon. It's insane.
It also gives the Hussite wagons extra range.
That is true. Yeah, if he wants to commit to the Hussite wagons long term. I don't think so, because I think he's already committed to the
Against
Halb hand cannon,
Burgundians.
but it's not too bad. Cavalier coming in, by
Nice
the way.
little treadmill crane action there from Pig as well. Dude, I always forget that costs stone now. Like, I
Yes.
still have the old price in my head, you know?
Taking off some stone from the potential
Halb on
castles.
the way.
Halb on the way is great to answer this Hussar into Cavalier. I actually don't like that Grubby's even considering Paladin here. He doesn't really have all the gold control on the map. Like, he's got some, which is nice, but like, Pig can easily move out here and snag this one. He also doesn't have all the relics. I don't like the Paladin choice if you haven't set it up already. So I feel like, don't play into the Bohemian Halbs. I think just push with cannons and hand cannoneer and really put your foot on the gas is what I want to see from Grubby.
Skirmer already from Pig. And Grubby's going after the monastery. With the
Smart
relics in
first
it.
building. I like that.
Pig is
Take the relics
distracted.
out.
There is a world in which Grubby can maybe snipe one of these relics if Pig gets too distracted.
Pig rewalls. And he's going to catch this Hussar raid. Dude, this Hussar raid is not it. It's not going to do anything. This is terrible. Oh my god. Melted.
Throwing away pop, right?
Yeah. I don't like the
He's
cavalry
going into
investment at all.
skirms. He needs Hufnitsa. It's on the way in. Hufnitsa is on the way in. But it's
2
from that
minutes.
forward siege workshop. Grubby actually might accidentally take that out.
Cannon v cannon
Focus
fights.
on the gate right now.
Remember, there's 1 extra range on all siege weapons that Bohemians have now compared to Burgundians, but a lot of hand cannoneer that do extra damage here for the Burgundians. Hussar have full upgrades now, so Hussar, despite missing bloodlines, of course, behind the Burgundians don't get that, but still full upgrades in terms of armor and attack. Decent for sniping siege. Big engagements now in the front.
It's a pretty
It's a
interesting
decent fight for Pig. The bomber
Yeah,
cannons aren't attacking. They're going after the castle.
This could be fine though.
Very solid fight here for Pig as he's pushing forward, pushing Grubby off this stone. Grubby, though, rotating around to the right-hand side, still doing big work with his bombard cannons, putting pressure onto this castle. Pig's got to find a way to deal with that siege.
Yep. I like this from Grubby. You just fight on the front, buy time, trade and whatnot, and then in the meantime, he's killing the only castle that Pig has in his base. Pig is, of course, expanding with the castle now, looking to kind of make a storyline of his own, push Grubby back and start
Does Grubby
playing
attack the
aggressively.
siege workshop? Does he go after the siege workshop? No.
It's too
Hufnitsa
random.
is only 15 seconds away.
Yeah, it's too random. I don't think he'd think of that. Maybe he will now, though. No, not quite. It's going after the ranges, unfortunately. Hufnitsa's in.
Hufnitsa comes in. Big shots against the hand cannons potentially incoming.
Yeah.
Grubby's not paying attention.
And just for the chat here, Hufnitsa is an upgrade on the bomber cannon, unique to the Bohemians. One of the reasons why they're so strong in the late game. It gives them extra splash damage, and extra tankiness. Very, very good upgrade. Take a look at these bomber cannons. Now Hufnitsa from Bohemians.
Oh, big shots on the bomber
Loses
cannons
two.
potentially, but he loses 2. Nice snipes there from Grubby.
Oh!
Taking out those Hufnitsa.
3 in
Sick.
a row. That's sick.
Oh my goodness.
It's that +10, by the way.
That treb with the villagers.
Yeah, villagers get involved. It's that +10 from the Burgundians that make them not one-shot the Hoofnits, but do a lot of damage against them. Good control from Grubby. Pig, equal pop, though. This is a really close game, despite the score lead.
Uh-oh. Bomber cannon stacked from Grubby. Hufnitsa's shooting
yeah.
it. He gets 2.
Oh!
Will he find a
And
third?
He gets a 3rd. Oh,
No, Grubby moves.
No.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Both
Crazy.
players saving their final cannon.
By the
Repairs
way,
coming in.
bomber cannon is very, very expensive. Most expensive land unit in the game. So every cannon that goes down is really, really big deal.
I don't think Pig realized how many villagers he lost there either. On the sides and at the front. He's down to 109. His population's
never-
at 150.
a repeat of game 1, right? Where he kind of sacked a number of villagers to get his expansion up and just never recognized that fact, never replaced him. Either way, he's still pushing back. Up to now 4 Hoofnitsa on the front lines here.
Paladin for Grubby? Okay.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't like that at all. That's going to sap all of his gold. He does type some bombards, though. What do the Paladin do differently than the Hussar here? You're not going to beat the Halbs anyways. I don't like the Paladin at all here.
Pig has to kill his Treb. He's about to lose a castle to a single Treb that's undefended.
Wow.
Yeah, that one villager is doing good work, but she can't hold the line against that one Treb.
Well done, though. Well done. She gets a round of applause.
Look
she
at
goes back to
Grubby's
her day
pop.
job.
Look at Grubby's pop right now.
Yep.
140.
I mean, he's invested so much into Paladin, right? Like, the Paladin transition is supposed to be a big play. He's trying to set it up. It only works if you just set up 40 Paladin, come in one shot. But as long as Pig mixes in Halberdier, he's completely fine. Pig, though, is missing upgrades on Halbs, like in Game 1. So, Dash, you were saying, it's not just the villagers that we're lacking right now, like in Game 1. It's also the upgrades. It's a repeat for Game 1. Pig needs to get those, you know, just dot the I's, cross the T's. That's what we need from him right now.
Yeah, his resources are just way more strapped.
He lost too many villagers early, but he's still pushing with the Hoofnitsa. Grubby looking for big shots. He gets one. Big bomber cannon mass and the Hoofnitsa mass over there.
Oh, all 4 of those.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Cavalry coming in.
Oh!
How did they live?
Paladin's in. We show it with one Paladin. Oh my god, we show the transition. But the Hussar are looking for the cannons. Repairs from Pig, though. The presence of mind to repair is fantastic. Nice shot from Grubby, though.
Pig's trying to micro as well. His Hoofnitsa. The Hussar's trying to come in. I don't think they're going to be able to clear this. Great defense from Pig to save those Hoofnitsa.
Incredible saving 3 of those.
Armor.
With the repairs, the micro on the halves. And we got the armor coming in now.
Bro, banger series here. Pig's got more pop, by the way.
He's also raiding a little bit with Halberdiers. The Paladin are coming back to deal with that. Grubby trying to find solutions to this. He thinks it might be Paladin, but there's so many Bohemian Halbs, and Bohemian Halbs have more effect against the Paladin than they would from any other Civ. Get the extra bonus damage. This is brutal.
Snipe on the Hoofnitsa.
Yeah, nice. Staying out those bomber numbers, very important. Oh, 2 villagers taking that blunt force from the cannons.
What is the gold? This is all the gold that Pig has, I think, right now, is this 4 tile, right?
Looks like it had the gold on the bottom that he's got kind of control over,
bomber
but not
cannons.
really.
Dude, this is just dodgeball right now between Grubby and Pig. If someone manages to clear the other bomber cannon mass, it's over.
Lots of
big
Paladin,
charge
big Paladin.
coming in.
This is we don't have the
Not
halbs. You
enough
have 15 halbs. It's not enough. The cannon's behind this one. Grubby's looking for it. The Paladins dive deep. 7 to raid the economy and like 20 in the front lines. This is looking really good for him, but Pig is managing it well so far.
I think that could be the killing blow, though. Just those 5 Paladins that are going to the back of the eco.
Yep.
They're going to start to wreak havoc while the Hoofnitsa are starting to go down. Some of them might be saved here by the Halberdiers, but it's an incredible stop of the momentum that he was starting to build getting out of his base. No villagers are going to be left on gold after this as well, which means he's working essentially with trash units in the relic generation, losing more villagers in the back, down below 100 for the first time, pop dropping below 120.
Yeah, the raids and the cannons on the front.
Great play from Grubby.
Yeah,
The 5 Paladin going into the back distracts so much.
So
and then that
much.
opens the door for him to snipe the Hoofnitsa in the front. Pig is falling apart here. Grubby's back up to 160 pop, and Pig is below 100.
Yeah, now it's looking
a
like
brief moment
critical
there.
numbers. Critical numbers for Pig. Only 100 pop. It's not enough. He's got to snipe the cannons. He's got to get back his population. But look at this. 10 on food and 15 food in the bank. He's got no economy. It's complete poverty for Pig. He can't even remass if he wanted to. Grubby still 160 pop. Tons of res in the bank. There's a bunch of food for gold as well to fuel the Paladin. He's got 3,000 stone. Come forward with some castles, Grubby.
Can Pig recover? We've seen him take damage before. We've seen him be fine. Well, fine in quotation marks, you know.
Yeah,
But
this is fine.
This is an outrageous amount of damage for the res bank that Grubby has and the amount of units that he can send forward pretty soon. Grubby's back up to 140 bills now. It's a good reboom.
Yeah, really good reboom. Got tons of stone in the bank. I really want to see some castles drop. You can just make them map control if you don't want to like commit to that forward, push position. We saw Death Note in an earlier set. He had like 6 castles controlling the center. That was really cool. Something like that for Grubby can be awesome. Architecture to really boost the buildings here. Grubby has played this one very, very nicely. And honestly, the Paladin, I criticized a bit, but it kind of paid off, which is cool to see.
It's momentum play, right?
Yeah.
And he took advantage of it for sure.
Pig's
Needs in a terrible spot right now.
Yeah. Oh, 2 cannons. You can't afford that. You cannot afford that. We don't have the gold. This is the only gold that he can take. The cannons from Grubby are pushing in. We got hand cannons behind him as well. It's only trash for Pig. He's completely out of gold and stone.
Yes.
And the GG's called. Oh my god, we have ourselves a game 5. Grubby equalizes. That's fantastic.
Map
Holy.
control, baby. Alright, we're going to Arabia. How close was that, chat? The Paladin charge was insane. Yeah, it was good. The cannon ping pong, yeah. Not close, you admit. Paladins were very inefficient. Nah, they were W. I should have gone into his base earlier. Wait, I had 4k stone? Really? Oops. Hera hated the Paladin switch. What does it do that Hussar doesn't, but it worked? Oh, I see. Well, what it does is it kills the skirms. Oh yeah, Hussar do it as well. Well, I guess is he wrong? No, he's probably still right.
Let's fucking go.
Okay, let's host next game. We're gonna go to Arabia. Ready.
Start the game already.
Going Vietnamese. Chinese. No.
Nô tỳ.
He did go for the Chinese, Hera.
I love it. I love it. Is it in? Is the game started?
Yes.
Let's hop in here. Look for it.
Chinese Vietnamese. So Grubby on another comfort pick. Pig on a pick that a lot of people have avoided. He muscle memoried his way into a house, but he canceled it in time.
Okay, I'm not getting the link here from the dashboard, so I'm gonna have to find it through.
What is
lobby
the
code.
streamers?
Kind of a closed map.
And you can see.
We're both gonna be kind of close then.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's
Okay, yeah,
fantastic.
fair,
Oh, that's
and
what you
then-
meant to put the main
Thank
page.
you.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, going in here. Grubby.
Deer and chickens.
5. It's the Chinese, like you were saying, Dave. Like the chat was saying. Also, shout out to the chat for knowing about the Chinese. But welcome in, everyone. Game 5. Pig with the Chinese, one of the best civs, considered the best civ amongst pros on Arabia. Has a bit of a tricky start, though. Let's see if Pig's mastery of the civ can overcome that tricky start and get him into some of those really nice Chinese savings, up 2 bills from the start if done correctly. Grubby with the Vietnamese, though, something that he lost to earlier. Is that correct? Yeah, he did lose to the Vietnamese earlier.
Yes.
The Imp Skirms, of course, took out his Ethiopian.
Doesn't look as good of a
Rocking the
woodline
Vietnamese
anymore,
himself,
but
talking
okay.
through the civ matchup, Mr. Dash.
I mean, Civ matchup, I would personally, again, I think taking Elo into account, I'm going to favor the Vietnamese again. I know that in the face of the Chinese, which have like infinite options, and that's kind of their real or like advantage as a Civ, right? Is that they can play most anything. They've got solid upgrades, cheap upgrades, so they have most everything available to them. I think my concern is that, as you mentioned, you kind of want to play like a very hybridized unit composition, which can be hard to get into to find all the techs, and that's something we've actually seen Pig struggle with in other games, right? Is managing to pick up all the techs. Whereas Vietnamese, I feel like you know kind of exactly what you need to play into, and Grubby will ultimately feel very comfortable with this game extending into the late game and doing what Pig did to him.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, 25 seconds auto TC time on the Chinese. That's actually very, very good. Normally get a little bit more than that even. So that's a solid start for Pig. He's still up a couple villagers. And once Grubby gets Loom, of course, Chinese already have Loom right now. So once Grubby gets Loom, it's an extra kind of
I can't even read the terrain on these berries.
Chinese start. They have some other bonuses, but that's the most relevant one right now. I like what you said about that dash, though. The Vietnamese having a clear game plan. And also, with the addition of Fire Lancers recently, Vietnamese Fire Lancers are tankier, and they're very, very good against what Chinese can go for usually, like some kind of Cav Skirm matchup. The Fire Lancer can shut that down. Vietnamese have better Skirm. That deer is kind of trolling, though.
Dude, I've been watching it, man. This is the second time around for this deer. Grubby. There we go. He pushed it off. Nice.
Finally
How
got
about
it.
these maps, though? The hills on the, like...
They're in craters, yeah.
Yeah, they're both in craters. At least even in that regard, but it's pretty wild.
Yeah, hills near the golds as well can be kind of nasty. Of course, hill bonus in Age of Empires very, very relevant. You deal more damage when you're standing uphill, and you take less damage when you're standing uphill as well. So you deal more and take less. It's a fantastic position to find yourself in. Loom coming in for Grubby. A pretty fast uptime here. 18 population, a little faster than the standard.
Oh, whoa, Pig, whoa, Pig. Your name is Pig. You're missing a pig, bro.
Oh,
He hasn't gotten it from the back
Four
yet.
at the back.
oh, that's quite late. That's quite late.
With a Chinese start, too, he's going to be wondering, man, where's my food? Did I not take that?
He's kind of beelining towards it though. I think he knows it's there somehow, or like he knows that he's got to look
Yeah,
for
he
it.
just
So
figured it out.
he should jump
he
on that
figured
pig.
out that was where it had to be.
I mean, you're losing out on a lot of your timing here with the Vietnamese player. Grubby is already up 18 population.
Yeah.
Up here from Grubby.
Oh,
Pig just now clicks up to Feudal Age.
he at least gets the click, but yeah, this is kind of rough for the food eco.
Yeah. All the sheep going down as well, and now the pig is coming in, and we don't have many villagers left to take it, so it's a bit awkward there. He's gonna make that
least he's
adaptation,
got
send a
loom.
few more. He does have loom.
Ah!
Oh,
dude,
no.
We got it. We got it.
Nice recovery.
Yeah,
You
good
stuck the
recovery.
landing, Pig. Let's go, baby.
Bit of cross eyes there, and just like, oh, is he gonna get it? But he does kind of land it in the end. A good double lumber camp setup for Chinese. I actually like that start.
Yeah,
The
but
problem with having a pig that late, sorry, Dash, is that
No, you're
sometimes
good.
you get thrown off your build a little bit.
True.
It looks like he's actually remembering to go to the barracks, but a lot of times when you forget a resource like that, you bring it in, you're trying to get it perfect. You'll find yourself in Feudal Age with no house, no barracks, no nothing, right?
Yeah.
So I like this nice recovery here from Pig.
stable up for Grubby on the opposite side. So he's looking to get some scouts out onto the field, apply a little pressure, maybe deal some damage. Trades a little bit up against the villagers on the wood line.
I like that for Grubby. Every time he's done that, Pig has kind of fumbled something. Nothing major, but
Yep.
it's kind of a distracted Pig, and at this level, a little bit of distraction can really throw you off your game and can start to snowball in for Grubby. Chinese up a little later due to that missing Pig, but also due to the Chinese slower start. He's up to the 2 villagers, though, as
It'll
you
be
can
a
see.
range.
He opens range, but no gold. That's very strange, actually.
He saw the stable from Grubby, then he places the range, and
Gotta
he's
have a
not on
spear in
gold, like you
production
said.
then.
I
Gotta be
think
producing a
he's just
spear.
kind of thrown off by the weirdness of the start. He's managed it very well, but the timings for him have been a little bit strange.
Okay,
Yeah.
just put 2 spears in the queue, though, so that's good. And he can get at least the back of his base walled off pretty easily, right? Just one house on kind of either side of the wood lines, and the majority of his base is protected. Just has to then worry about kind of those 2 awful hills in front of his gold and his TC.
I love the
So
sending
get the
scout
spears
back.
out just in time.
This is really good. Like, Spears coming out, Scout coming back to defend. Sometimes when you are playing up against a Scout rush and you don't have your Scout to defend, you get overwhelmed and your first Spear dies. But having the Scout there makes that impossible situation for your opponent to just target the Spear. The Scout's going to be there tanking and whatnot. So Pig's going to defend. He's going to play archers, and he's kind of walling towards that TC. I actually like the setup a lot more than I thought I would for Pig. The 2 Spears really help in the defense. And now Grubby, while he's getting the farms up, the Scout rush shouldn't do a whole lot.
And
I
you know
like
what?
the fact that
actually-
he just bit the bullet and walled towards the TC. The short
I was-
walls are really
I was
good
about to say
here.
the same thing, Dave. I love that we're in the,
Yeah.
in the same place there. I was like, you know what? The lack of greed here and deciding just to wall straight to the TC and straight to the gold, I think is so smart.
Dude, downhill hit on the Spear. The Scouts are taking some punishment there. Grubby deciding to run through, probably just
More
desperate
scouts
to
about
get
to
some
get in.
damage.
No, the wall comes
wall's
up.
there, and the second Spear is there, and Grubby needs to micro like a beast now to avoid those Spearmen. Pig, good map setup. Still open in the back, though. I'd like to see a house there. We do have the scouting on it.
He's being very patient with his walls. Like, he takes this opportunity to wall, and we saw it in that other Arabia game, too. He re-walls, right? He even re-walled in that arena game.
Yeah, true.
Very nice walling here from Pig on all of these so far.
Another good hit with the spear, tracking those scouts well.
Yeah, his main
And yeah,
scout
now
coming
that
back
he
to
knows
defend.
where all those scouts are and where the pressure's coming, now he goes for the more aggressive walls up onto the hill.
Yeah,
Range
that's actually
follow-up
really
from
smart.
from Grubby.
Yeah, range follow-up. Okay, this is making a lot of sense. You could go archers here, but I think more commonly you see skirmishers. I think skirmishers is the right call. Grubby makes it happen here. Skirmishers for the Vietnamese, of course, we talked extensively about them earlier. Very strong option. Finally, the house wall here. So a full wall from PiG, which, by the way, sounds like a small thing, but in this tournament, seeing how many holes we've had, how many late walls, this is actually a great milestone to have. It's just going to set him up nicely for this game 5. No disasters will happen should he keep the walls down.
I'd love to see him extend the one, while he has an opportunity, extend the one around the gold.
Yeah.
So they can't be ranged from the outside, right? But that's an experience play after getting hit on your gold so many times if you wall to it. So I don't know if he realizes that could be a potential issue.
Grubby will realize that like this game is transitioning into a pretty stable feudal age. Will just wall up himself. I like that adaptation from him. Gets wheelbarrow, comes in a bit quicker for the Vietnamese, doesn't cost him any wood. Great pickup there for him. I'd like to see him finish the walls completely and just play with the skirmishers, play a nice standard game from here, give himself the most chances to win. 3 spears, a few archers coming across the map. This is insane versus scouts. Not the best against skirmishers. Skirmishers will counter both of these units very nicely.
Nice shot from Grubby as well to just use that weak scout. Bring it to the side of the map. Same with the other one.
Yeah.
Get a lot of good exploration. And you're also boosting your score, which kind of plays into your opponent's head a little bit. If you constantly have the better score, I think it's a subtle thing, but it can be very effective.
Especially against a guy that might not be the most experienced. Just seeing that score can be scary.
Yeah, just passing moment though, because the skirms are now forward. As Fletching came in for both players. 3 archers, 3 spears. Oh, he's going to alert Grubby, though, to the presence of the archers.
There's a hole.
With that
There's
attack
a hole
in the middle of the map. There is
oh
a
my
hole.
god. This is really bad for Grubby. His skirmishers are out of position. I don't think he's even seen the archers, by the way. And there's a hole in his base. You need to come back here. A tower defensively for PiG. And he's going to go straight into this hole. This is really bad for Grubby for no reason. He's in a quick ball here. So far, it's okay, though. Good tower. Really good tower.
Nice preemptive tower from PiG. Yep.
Yes.
Very, very impressed, like I said, with the walls and the tower there. A lot of the players that I've watched on their ladder grind especially, they seem to think if they couldn't get like a 70-tile Great Wall of China down, then they shouldn't try and wall at all.
Yeah.
And they should play open. And almost none of them went for towers. So I'm really, really impressed here from PiG. That's a great instinct play from him.
Yeah, but by the way, Grubby's
bill goes
completely
down.
panicking to this. Completely, he lost a villager. He's now sending way too many builds to gold. He's abandoned his farms. This has been very panicked for him.
Is there a hole there? There's a hole there
another
too.
hole.
There.
Oh my
Loses another
god!
bill.
2
Scouts
bills
trying to
down.
find the engage.
You can't
Need to
engage. There's
Retarget with the
spear.
spears.
Oh, just barely. Where are Grubby's skirmishers?
It's fine.
needs
He
those
doesn't
back
know there's a
home.
hole there either. It's fine.
It's fine. This is fine.
Grubby looking
Oh, wow.
for the wall. Loses both
Double
scouts.
scout kill. Oh, PiG, this is so smart. He sees the skirmishers. He's just going to dive. He'll lose them, but this is a lot of damage, actually. It's really smart for PiG.
It's a lot of idle time there, and the resources are looking solid for PiG as well. He's adding the market. He's thinking about going up to the Castle Age. Now the question is, what does he go for in Castle Age, right? He could go Fire Lancers of his own. He could go Cav Archers. Could go Crossbow. It could go Knight. There's so many options with Chinese.
Yeah.
And that's where the confusing part comes with this Civ. It's just, what do you pick?
Finally cleared up. Well, let's think about the possible outcomes against skirmishers. You probably don't want to play archers, although you can in some compositions. He's still committing to it. You could play like archer plus rocket cards, like a crossbow siege play. It's not bad into skirm. That's fine. Could switch into some fire lancers, although it's a less popular choice against only skirms. Looks like he's more than happy just playing the crossbows though here, Dave.
A second range coming up. If he does play into crossbows, like you said, he's going to need a solution to the skirms. He doesn't have the stable up yet. Maybe a siege workshop. He's walling now in front of the gold a little bit, but that's just to let more villagers have access. And also, if you're playing crossbows, you kind of want to find that Castle Age timing, maybe. You know, send them across the map, show up at Grubby's gold or
What is
something
this?
when he's not expecting it.
Finding a
What is
bill
this?
outside his walls.
He
What
wants
is
to go
this?
forward.
Yeah.
He wants to go forward. And I don't think Grubby's seen him. Dude, PiG is so sneaky. He loves the forward siege. He
Pig?
loves that so much. But Grubby has a scout.
Oh, this is going to be the biggest find ever for this scout.
Nice
Yeah.
job from
Wow.
Grubby. Really, really nice job from Grubby.
big greedy from PiG, though. You don't need the forward siege. You've killed a bunch of villagers. You've got Chinese. You're fully walled. This is a fantastic situation to just play from home. Got a little greedy to go for that forward siege and gets punished. Loses a villager for free.
It's fine, though, dude. It's fine because they always find the first one. They never expect the second one. Unless, of course, their scout runs right into the second one.
But he doesn't expect it.
They never expect the second one, dude. Always send 2. The first one is a sacrifice.
Dude, PiG just sends it. He goes right past Grubby's vision, and he's got a sneaky forward villager. This could be a forward siege workshop. This could be a Maginot push. This is going to be a huge play for PiG. And Grubby's got no idea. And even, by the way, that villager was outside PiG's walls. Grubby might not think that's a forward siege. He might just think, oh, you know, PiG's made a mistake. Let me just get that Vil.
Dude, PiG's leaving with the archers, too. This is so good.
So good.
This is so good from him.
Oh, Grubby's booming. Grubby's got no idea. He doesn't know.
Oh, he's going for a forward TC as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no. This could be bad.
Yeah, with elite skirm. I mean, it's elite skirm. Great. You saw archer mass. You're thinking crossbows, but you didn't see the Vil, and you're not aware of the siege, and that's gonna make your skirmishers near obsolete.
Yeah. Armor
There's also
coming in
fire
as well.
lancers.
Fire lancers. I think he might be overcooking here, but maybe just wants to prepare as much army as
Look
possible.
where the archers are
just in
going, dude.
case.
Look at where they're going.
Oh no! Oh no! This is
Right
terrible
over
for
to
Grubby.
that TC. No.
Get there. He's going. He's going.
Yes, no. Yes,
see it, he'll
no.
see it.
Crossbow
Yes,
comes in.
no,
He'll
he'll
see
see
it.
it.
Oh my goodness!
so
Disaster.
lucky.
Great reaction from Grubby, though. Potentially saved this game by reacting to this. He's going to back off that town center, loses a villager on the wall, rushes the siege workshop. Okay, at least he didn't lose all 4 villagers, so it's decent. But PiG, not wasting time looking for them, would just look to break the wall and go in. Maginot defense for Grubby here. And the forward siege is up. Rocket carts being masked up for PiG. This is looking really good for the Chinese player right now. Vil count is even. Both players on 1 base after the second town center from Grubby has been
Going in with
denied.
the crossbows. Crossbows into the base, but now he sees that siege workshop. You got to be very
This
careful.
is an
with those
ego.
crossbows.
This is an ego play from PiG. This is 100% an ego play, and now he's just checked
come
his
out
ego,
immediately?
and
No.
he's
No,
leaving
dude.
again.
He's disciplined, Dave. Think back to that game, like that Wu game. He didn't dive in too early. He's kind of disciplined. He won't risk it. Many players should run in there, but by the way, that was a close call for PiG for sure.
Oh, the skirm's got some good reinforcement picks behind this.
Love that.
He has
Couple
that army
lancers.
still
Yeah.
waiting to potentially
This is a
kill
rocket cart,
the
too.
crossbows, and that's a nice shot.
Rocket carts are more expensive than Maginots, by the way. 1-for-1 trades are good for Grubby. 1-for-0 plays are excellent. Good split from Grubby, though. Very skill matchup right now with these Maginots and rocket carts on the field.
Starting to
Yeah,
get the
I'm
sense
nervous
of
for
the
these skirms.
overcooked that you talked about, Hera. That's University came up for PiG. Like, as soon as he hit Castle Age,
Yeah.
he's not actually researched anything, right? Like, you can feel like he did kind of go for a bit too much at once.
Yeah.
And hasn't been able to actually grab all the techs. Now a monastery coming up on the front.
Grubby deleted that
Does
town
deny
center.
the TC entirely, though, yeah.
Yeah.
And now a tower being forced up, so a lot of reactions here.
That's actually decent. He's gonna secure a stone. I actually don't mind that. Oh my god, Grubby's playing with fire though against his rocket carts. Pristine micro from Grubby though. He's making some defensive Maginols. Dude, both players are playing phenomenally here. This is a treat to watch.
Second TC for PiG. He bought the stone for it. He's going to start expanding his eco. He's still got a really good army for it. He's floating a lot of res. He can actually afford a lot more. He can afford ballistics, almost. He can get some more fire lancers on the field. He's got the second armor upgrade. Like, this is really dangerous for Grubby.
And the Fire Lancers have done so well, by the way. He picked up a Maginot earlier. That's the second Maginot dead to the Fire Lancers. So those guys have certainly paid off. Handcart in early for Grubby. Grubby's microing like a freaking champ out here, dodging all of these
But he's
rocket
losing
car
Maginots.
shots. But he lost another Maginot.
Yeah, lost Magnos, but the skirmishers are making quick work of all those crossbows on the left-hand side. Both players getting pushed to their absolute limits. But what a game 5 between
Dude,
these
He has
two.
to micro in 2 spots against
He's-
rocket carts, dude. He's got a micro in 2 spots against rocket carts.
He's doing exceptionally well. An
Oh,
elephant
elephants!
comes out. That's huge.
Or
Yeah,
is it?
skirmishers
There's a
just
monk
gonna
there.
target.
Or is it?
Oh,
There's a monk there.
There's a monk.
no.
Does Pig see it?
If it kills
He
the
does.
rocket car, it's worth
It's
it.
got to be a delete. It's got to be a delete.
It's not.
He had a bit more
not gonna
time.
kill.
He had a bit more time. He could have hit it once more, but it's fine. It's okay. Second elephant.
Another
Ooh, that's a
elephant out.
waste. That's
Wood,
a waste.
wood line in the back. Rocket cart is there. Look at the wood line. There's no wood left there. Grubby pulls
sees
it away
it.
in time.
Rush it,
Amazing
rush it with the
reaction
bills.
from Grubby.
He could rush it with the builds if he wants to. The elephant will get converted right away. He's got to go back. One rocket cart at the back. Kind of cheeky rocket cart. Another Maginot. dead on the front. This is terrible for Grubby. The Mangonel micro has not been there. Positioning was completely off, and Pig, 2 TC behind it. Pig's in a great position now.
The eco behind from
Will
Grubby
chase.
is a mess as
Yes.
well. This rocket cart is just walking right into this base. The Mangonel's trying to counter it. Grubby needs to delete the wall and run to the other side, but the Fire Lancers might be there. He doesn't know.
Yeah, Mangonel's here though. Oh wow, Pig moves the rocket car. Are you
No,
kidding me?
don't kill
Attack
your own
rounds!
units.
No
Oh my
way.
god.
No way. He trades this.
Wow, close. Elephant's on it though.
That would have been such an epic play if
Yep.
he managed to trade that off.
Grubby's so
But now
flustered
3 rocket
though.
carts on the front. Incredible pressure. Production buildings have gone down. Stable and barracks. Now he's moving on. Start focusing that siege workshop. He's going to take control of this hill as well, just making the position worse for Grubby. Big Mangonel trade here, though.
Good reaction
No,
from
great
Pig.
reaction from Pig.
Dodges. Good play from Grubby. Gets the 1 for 0. Kills the skirmishers. Grubby's still in this one. He's on 1 base though. He's mining some stone. Looking to maybe get a castle one day. Maybe some more town centers. But yo, stone mining tells me Grubby's playing towards a castle. He could actually just all in this one straight back across the map with a forward castle. Try to reclaim the game. Because right now, it's kind of slipping from Grubby's hands. And Pig is kind of going away with a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, Grubby dropping a TC at the top of his base, so thinking about adding a little bit of economy behind all of this. About to get housed, but now starts building a few.
He's got to be
Forced.
careful with this push. He could lose
Yeah.
a lot of military trying to push up this hill with these 4 Mangonels. Also, the elephants.
Oh.
I mean, they've just been conversion targets, right? He's had to delete
Yeah.
all of them. Here comes Pig with the Fire Lancers. All of these Mangonels are probably going to die.
Dude, we need a backline. I hate the only Mangonel comp.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. All the Mangonels have went down for Grubby. If he had a chance, he needed those Mangonels alive.
The Vil! The hero Vil for Grubby!
Oh.
Get his
Go ahead.
ass!
Wow, he got him! 1 HP.
It's 60 vills to 70. Grubby deletes the house and makes more immediately. Second town center for Grubby. He's looking to play a standard game. Maybe massing some Fire Lancers himself, actually. Vietnamese Fire Lancers are tankier, so they are better in the head-to-head fight against the Chinese who move faster.
Dude, the eco balance behind this for Pig is so good. It's so good. Look at his resources right now. He's building up towards a castle as well.
Yeah, that's true. And he's building up towards Imperial Age, not just a castle. Castle in the middle of the map, maybe even a bit forward near this monastery. Imperial Age. These are all things from Pig that can actually just end the game immediately. Grubby's economy is a hot mess right now. He needs something on the map. Grubby will lose if he just sits back and tries to get back into this game economically. You need to attack. But look at this. Pig is all over him, not letting him even move out of the map with the Mangonel.
Dude, Pig needs to invest into not attack grounding and just right-clicking with these rocket carts. He could have got so much more damage. He keeps trying to absolutely game it, right? And he keeps attack grounding and then whiffing every single shot. It's crazy.
It's good sometimes, but sometimes you gotta trust the
Ooh,
right click.
that's a bold castle placement.
That is an ambitious castle.
Yeah. I almost don't like it as well, because even if you get it, it's downhill, right?
Wow, dude,
I don't know.
he's
the
building
rocket
it.
card.
It could kill the foundation if all those villagers leave.
That's 1 dead Vil, a bunch of weak ones. The foundation is low, like David's saying.
Mangonel.
Just incidental damage could end up denying this. Oh, he targeted the foundation there, not the Vils.
That's a panic castle if I've ever seen one, man.
Yeah.
He needed something at the front, but he never had that unit,
Hey!
right?
Now a
Good
castle
shot, though, from the
forward!
Mangonel.
Pig
He might go
forward
back for the
castle.
castle. So many villagers coming, but another rocket cart from the right side.
It's GG. If Pig gets this castle up and denies Grubby's castle, it's GG. Grubby's got 15 villagers building it, 1 monk to defend, but the rocket cart is there. Grubby is completely panicked. Pig is putting on a masterclass. He's got imp behind this as well. It's all Pig, ladies and gentlemen. That forward castle has no, no army to deny it here from Grubby. This is fantastic play from Pig.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
Grubby's
few
going to buy
Fire
himself some
Lancers.
more time if he completes this, though. But Pig is rolling right now.
Yep. Yeah, Imperial Age is huge. Imperial Age is massive. Castle goes up for Grubby, though. Luckily for
goes
him, he's
up.
still kind of in the game with that one. Maybe now he's got to deny Pig's castle.
Ooh, Pig.
Wait,
Pig
wait.
panicking
Wall is
a little bit on the
griefing him,
castle build.
actually, from building this.
Oh my god.
That wall from Grubby is griefing him. He can't build from the corner, which
make
is out of
Grubby's-
range, I think.
He can make Rathan Archers, and he can still play this game. Rathan Archer Mangonel is not a bad combo.
He's got to keep thinking about
Pig
denying
gets
this.
this up.
You can't let this go up, Grubby.
85% on the castle. Now he's bringing military forward. We got Fire Lancers and a monk coming forward to support the siege.
Yep.
Pig, you gotta finish this, brother. You gotta finish this, man.
He's got to try.
89,
Mangonel right now not targeting
90.
the villagers.
No, it's not going up. I don't think it's going up right now.
93%.
I 95.
We got a
More
battering ram
villagers
now
coming
working away
forward.
on the foundation.
Villagers
More
coming,
villagers coming
95%.
forward, try.
96, 97, 98,
Oh my God.
99. It's going up. It's
Oh
up.
my God, it's up,
Oh
and
my
Imperial Edge is
God.
here. Pig is doing it. This is absolutely fantastic for him right now. Gets the castle up. Grubby couldn't quite deny it. He whiffed on that Maginot shot, and Pig is in such a good position. Murder Hole's coming in now just to close out any doubts. He's in a great position now with more siege. Forward castle. Trebuchets will come out in Imperial Age. Guys, we're 20 seconds away from a potential GG. Pig is doing the upset of the tournament right now. This is fantastic play from him.
Stellar play. Stellar play. He's impressed. The whole series, I think.
And
I'm kind of
Bazier.
surprised Grubby's still alive at this point. Like, it's been a lot of panic, but it's also been decent eco management behind, all things considered. You know, he's constantly getting units coming out. He got that castle up somehow. He's trying to push back this castle. He's resilient, man. He is resilient.
Yep. He's going 2 rams. He made a petard as well.
Yeah, I see that guy in the back. I don't know if it's doing much though. Like Pig is so smart. He just brings in the repairs. He's got that rocket cart. He knows the lose condition, which is like lose the castle and fumble it. But he's gonna hang on to that castle, repair it. He's got murder holes as well. He's raiding with some fire lancers, prioritizing the Imperial Age armor, which is fantastic. And we have the Trebs on the way after conscription, which is an interesting choice and probably a good one overall.
Yeah, the fire lance was so annoying on the right side, and they're about to be elite as well.
Yeah.
So he can send those in to raid. He's
Losing
also
his
grabbed
rocket
3
carts.
relics from the center. The rocket carts are going down, but they're not the most important
How
thing
do I have
anymore,
so
right?
many
The
idols?
Trebs and the main massive fire lance.
I don't even know what unit
are
to make.
important for Pig right now.
Yeah, and the fact that he owns this hill.
Fire Lancer elite upgrade though, that's massive. Like that's a unit that you can't even fight in Imp half the time. You certainly cannot fight that guy off in Castle Age.
I have 1 barracks.
Dude,
What the
how is
fuck?
he sniping a relic from Grubby's eco at the moment? See
Good
ya.
stop, right? Yeah. That's incredible.
Completely missed that. Look at this guy. And, oh, another castle.
And
Another
forward
from
castle.
Pig. Wow, dude.
Buy the stone. Just buy it. Just buy it and put it down, man.
Yep.
Oh man, this is
Maybe out of gold.
absolute surround from him
Yep.
on the eco of Grubby.
And by the way, Grubby is trying to hang on. You got to respect the effort.
needs
He's got some
Fire
towers
Lancer
to defend, but this castle
crap.
is monumental. Forward castle on a hill. That's the second hill he's taken away from Grubby. And Grubby, if he can't deny that, he's dead.
There's only 7 villagers, and he's building it in range of that tower. Grubby aware of it. If he gets his tower up quick enough, he's gonna go for a counter castle.
Wait.
Buys the stone.
Grubby's got the
Enough
builds to get
villagers
that down.
building it.
Yep.
He is
Round
gonna
2,
deny
folks.
this castle.
It's round 2. Fire Lancer's coming in though for Pig. It's not just villagers for him. The tower's kind of
mean-
helping for Grubby.
He's denying the castle, but look at the eco from Grubby. The castle's gonna go down there, and there's fire lancers in his base right now.
Yeah,
Woodline
it's so
getting attacked
nasty.
in the back.
Castle number 1 for Grubby goes down. Town Center, it's right there. It's got no defense. The trebuchets are killing absolutely everything here. The tower's going to go down as well. The hill making the trebuchets kill everything faster. Listen, Grubby does deny this castle, which is actually a huge defensive play, by the way. They would get really excited
played.
about this, if not for the fact that Pig has won it already. Pig, upset of the tournament, has knocked out the
no,
favorite
no, I need to
down
play
to
it
the
like
loser
6
bracket,
a.m.
3-2. What a series from Pig. Give it up for him in the chat. GG, well
GG.
played.
Nice try. He played really well. Good Civ picks and good play. GG. Yeah, I had some holes in my walls. A really fun game though. Exhilarating, right? Exhilarating games. You gonna play against Knopf? Yeah, I don't know when actually. I guess so. Maybe. I think Knopf is my opponent.
He's in the losers bracket. I still got a chance for my boy to do it, but right now I'm actually just really happy for Pig. You know, all jokes aside, I'm not gonna cry. Pig played a fantastic set. He really.
Hey, I had no
played
idle
that set. He
TC at
wasn't
least,
lucky.
but I
He was
have
actually just, like,
17
playing
villagers
better
in
Age of
queue.
Empires 2, and he showed deep knowledge of some really powerful civilizations. So you know, kudos to him. Such a nice guy, such a chill guy. And
I didn't know what units to make because Fire Lances counters everything.
bracket.
Harry didn't like you going mango only. I didn't know what else to make. Wasn't I making skirms too?
Pig in that
Men-at-Arms counter Fire Lancer. Yeah, but he had like monks, Fire Lancers, and Nest of Bees. Hera wanted Rattan when you got the castle. Rattan was my way out. I've never made those. I'm new to Vietnamese.